Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I got the lunchtime crowd. Dave, how's it going? You got the evening crowd. Welcome in. What's going on?
Hey, I am great. Nice sunny day. A good day to be imprisoned at home.
Well, it's supposed to rain for the next week for me, so I guess we're all right over here. I imagine most of you, North America at least, tell me if it's a rainy day for you, if you're enjoying the time inside for hopefully an exciting Juve Milan match. Of course, it may not be that way. We are both, Juve and Milan, a bit in the dumps right now, but maybe one of us will have a bit of a change of fate this week. Let's look at the lineups because we alluded yesterday that maybe we would get a surprise, and here we go. Dave, you're surprised about this, aren't you?
Oh, I'm absolutely surprised. I didn't expect for a game like this that we all of a sudden start Weah, because Weah hasn't shown anything, and also the switch of Cambiaso into midfield. I actually like the switch, but it's like kind of experimental. He's great with the ball at his feet, and he's really good at creating, so it should in theory help us, but I am a little bit scared with our right side now with Weah and Gatti that we are a little bit exposed there for Leao to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that is interesting because it is Leao that they will have to defend on that flank, and he has some pace. Maybe that's the decision to have Weah kind of match his pace, because Leao isn't, let's be honest, he's not the toughest man out there. He's got the pace, but I think as long as he can mark him and get a body on him, you can probably negate a lot of what he has to offer.
Oh, yeah, you can absolutely frustrate him. I'm just a little bit. The only thing I'm scared is that both Gatti and Weah are very offensive minded, and the only thing I'm scared about is that that they will leave space behind them for him to cut into. But I hope
then maybe Cambiaso. Does Cambiaso drop back? Do they have a bit of an interchange going? Coverage?
Maybe.
We'll see. We don't really know. We're kind of guessing right now because we've seen flashes of this with Cambiaso coming in as a midfielder, but nothing quite like this. As well with Yildiz up top with Vlahovic. Not that we're complaining about that in particular, but there's a couple of key pieces there that have been switched around this week against a dangerous Milan. So we'll see. Of course, Milan, we talked about it yesterday. If you didn't catch it, they have a few red cards. Their defensive line it's their second stringers, essentially. If we scroll down here, we can see Theo Hernandez, Davide Calabria, Vakeo Tamari all out, as well with injury Morante, Kalulu, and Kjaer, which, of course, more defensive guys injured on top of that. So we got the second stringers. Can we break down that line and maybe bag a couple? That's going to be the question of the day.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
So we both had predictions yesterday of 1-1. So we want to hear your guys, what your prediction is, of course. And I'm going to put this up. We might as well do the, before we get right into it, we might as well do all this nonsense. But here's the Discord code. That's where we all put in our predictions for a chance to win one of the jerseys hanging up on my wall, the 23-24 season, home away third. You take your pick if you win. KB has held the lead for quite a while now. So can any one of you dethrone him? You should, because he's also, and his wife more so right now in our F1 prediction league. He's kind of taking over, guys. So come on.
And what a comeback by German Dave, coming from P15 after the first two races back to, I believe I'm in the top 3 again.
Yeah,
what a comeback.
We should talk about that name, German Dave, because we use that to differentiate, obviously, me, Canadian Dave, and you, German Dave. Some guy in the comments
calling myself German Dave.
Yeah, is this okay? So some guy in the comments called us Yanks, and I was just like, okay, well, first off, we're not Yanks. And then he got us confused because I was messaging back with my personal account, which says, David, and he thought I was you.
Yep.
Which if I was even on the stream, and I can kind of understand how he'd call me a Yank, but he confused you with a very thick German accent as a Yank. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people.
I don't hear a German accent here. I think it's pretty perfect.
Yeah. Oh man, pretty funny. But in any case, that's that. So we have 9 minutes till kickoff. So let's start our streams. I always like to make sure everything's hot off the press, is rolling through, because we can't try. Maybe what do you got? Sky Sports over there in Germany?
Oh, for us it's the zone, but I don't have the zone because it's I believe $60 a month right now.
Oh yeah, it's expensive
If you take the package with soccer.
Yeah.
So there's a package with darts and horse riding and fun stuff like that. And if you want then the Bundesliga and like European League package with La Liga, Serie A, and things like that, it's $40. And if you want the Champions League, it's $60.
That's insane. That's actually
insane.
quite a lot. I think it's $240 for DAZN for the year, but of course I also have to get Fubo, and that's another $200. So,
and they raised the prices as well again.
Yeah, as they do. I mean, we bitch about this every week. That being said, my stream is good. Me and Dave will link up in our Discord as well. Another benefit of the Discord. So that's how we sync up. So yeah, join us there. I will flash that back up again. Just scan that with your telephone and I'll pop you in. If you're kind of sketchy with how Discord works, you can use it just through a web browser. Try it out. You don't have to get the app. But I mean, it's our home away from all the nonsense that is Twitter and Instagram. Not that you shouldn't go on our Twitter and Instagram, because we're really trying to grow that. Dave, you've been doing a pretty good job there with Instagram, getting it going. I don't know how that shit works. I'm trying to figure it out, but
I'm trying my best. The only thing is I tried to do some news posting and stuff like that, and I realized how hard that is to do if you're just one man and there's so much news out there. I thought about retiring already from posting the news, but let's see what I do.
Yeah, we'll post things that we want to talk about on the lives, especially for you know the Wednesday, the days that we have fun. And I mean, just things that interest us. Like I'm a Maple Leafs fan. I'd post, we made the playoffs. I'll probably post that we got eliminated by the playoffs pretty soon. Things like that. Of course, I have the Ferrari.
I'm also reposting like Instagram stories.
Yeah. So we have the general interest of the channel going. Obviously, I'm a big Ferrari fan. So I tend to click on a bit of the Ferrari stuff as well. You get a bit of everything. And you don't know who you get. So if you see some weird stuff from Michigan,
and also, everybody, we are posting shorts there, we're posting exclusive clips there and everything. So, hey, join the Instagram. It will be a lot of fun there.
Absolutely. So, speaking of which, Twitter, I must have clicked back. Yeah, there we go. I just like to see what's the latest coming straight from Juve. See if there's any last minute changes, or you don't know if somebody comes down with a flu or appendicitis last second. So here we go. And we just get some cool pictures that we're going to just rip off straight. So Cambiaso warming up. Timmy Weah. Mr. Kostic. No, that's Gatti, sorry. In tech. I don't know how I got those two mixed up. Maybe it's the haircut. Yeah, a bit of the haircut. At least I'm not getting Quadrado and McKennie mixed up this year, right? So there's always that. Guys, we are 5 days out.
So I have some exclusive Premier League news. You all may remember that Manchester United bought Anthony for 115 million euro. The man scored his first Premier League goal finally on game day 35.
Nice. Good for him. That's a lot of money.
for one goal.
That is a lot of money. Yeah. And should be mentioned as well, since we do like to cover the woman. The woman lost to Inter yesterday. Still not a big deal so much for their position. They're holding on to second, but it secures Roma as the Scudetto for Serie A Femminile. So that's 2 years now. Roma take it. Last team was Juve to have the Scudetto before them, but Roma's on a bit of a tear. So there you go. Serie A Femminile. That's pretty much closed up. A couple more games, but that's that. Juve don't have it this year. Second best, just like the men's team, looking for second best this year.
Yep.
I mean,
hey,
we can't get first. We know that.
And by the way, if we win this game, you'll realize that we pull Milan right back into that Champions League fight as well.
Absolutely. So, that's well, we'd be within 2 points.
We are within 2 points there.
And say we win today because we beat them 1-0 last match. That means
they will lose points. Bologna.
Yeah, that means if it's tied, we win.
3 points behind them.
Yep. Yeah, but if we end at the same points, right? We still take that advantage going in. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's something. It's something, right? So
it's
this
something.
Likely could be our most important game of the rest of this season, other than the Copa. I'm talking about the Serie A, of course. The Copa final is going to be for sure. Or unless we somehow are fighting for 5th place at the end of all this, heaven forbid. But we need to win 3 more times. That's it. 9 points. 9 points.
That's how it goes.
Campaign's pretty much done. Of course, the higher up, you're looking about 2 to 3 million per position. So you might as well take it if you can. And why not?
We need every single penny we can get.
Yeah, and if we end up finishing second, I mean, at the end of the season, guys, like we finished second. Even if we finish third, it's not horrible. We've been trashing this team. The team hasn't been great, let's be honest, the second half of the season. But I remember last year when we were covering Ferrari or F1, and somebody was trashing on Ferrari, and we're talking about the season previous. As like Ferrari finished in second, right? Like,
yep.
At what point? Like, yes, Ferrari, Juve, they're champions. They have the most titles in each one of their sports. They should be the winners. But second place after a long campaign at the top of your sport it's not the end of the world, guys.
No, and especially if you think that the team in front of you is a superpower. In Formula One, in the case of Red Bull, it's just a superpower. Mm-hmm. Nobody will beat them until the rules change in 2026. And
until Adrian Newey comes to Ferrari.
Oh, or McLaren or Aston Martin. Yeah.
Or any of them, yeah.
Yeah. And same with Inter. They will stay a superpower the next couple of years as well.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We're going to cover some more F1 coming up, mind you. Yep. So I'm just checking. It's going to suck next week. So we go to Rome. That's a 2:45. Yep. When does the Miami GP start? I'm doing this on the fly, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can do both of them.
Oh, I think
beautiful. It does.
Hold up. For me, it's Easter next week. I may miss both of them.
That's right.
So
4. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I'm back. We'll cover it. That sucks that you're going to miss it because that's right. It is Eastern Orthodox Easter for you. So we have a 2:45 start for Roma Juve and a 4 p.m. start for the race. So double header. We'll see how that one goes for next weekend.
Hey,
but
technically the double header could work.
It could. I'll have it on in the background anyways.
Yeah.
So it's about to kick off.
For us, the problem is we are an Oriental family, and how many people are there within the family, how many people come visit you, how many people we have to visit, and everything. It depends on when I'm home at the evening.
No, of course, it's a big weekend for you guys. I understand. You got to do everyone's got to do the family thing. Family's important. We don't trash on that at all around here. All right, we are getting ready. A bit of a delay. as usual. It's Italy.
And
Here we
don't
go.
forget Bremer, one of the best passers in Serie A.
That's right. If you haven't seen that video, breaking down some passing stats, particularly how Locatelli was lauded as one of the best forward passers. Yeah, funny. I'll sync this up at 30 seconds for you guys as well. We do have kickoff. Long ball is overcooked. Mignon will take it. They're taking their time. Are they going to sit back? It's early to tell, but Mignon was in no rush to get the game underway there. And of course, I missed the time, so I'm sorry. I'm going to do it at 45. Okay, we are synced up. Sorry about that delay. But no matter.
When I did the scoreboard for the first time, it was for me struggle as well to get it synced up.
Yeah, it's not the greatest program, not gonna lie, but it works.
But it works. It does the job.
Oh, almost fed to Weah on the right. Cambios doesn't make it. Holds on to the ball though, under pressure. Brings it back to the defense. Good control, anyways. Davide Caruso looking with the forward pass. There you go.
That was a missed control by Vlahovic.
Yeah, he has a couple of those before he gets cooking. Just Copa. What about just Copa? We got a second place to fight for.
That Luca's missing for the Copa final, not for this game.
Oh yes. Yes, he will be missing for the final. But they're missing, who is it? They are going to be missing Scamacca. That's who it is.
Yep. Dude, and I'm thankful for that. Have you seen how the man is bombing goals and from everywhere right now?
Yeah, he's an interesting profile. He might just start to break off. You know, Italians. Yep. A few years under their belt before they start maturing.
Yep.
So it might be a gem. Atlanta picking up what's that other kid? Forget names hard today. They picked him up from Milan. That young guy.
The Ketelare.
The Ketelare, yeah. Picked him up and now he's starting to cook a bit.
Yep, but he'll return to Milan. He's on loan, I believe, without buy option. I think he'll return immediately, like after the season.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. We're feeding Weah. And that's pushed out for a throw. So both coaches, we mentioned that yesterday as well a little bit. Pioli looking to get fired. I mean, he's personally not looking to get fired, but he is. Allegri, he's fighting it as well. Apparently does not want any monetary compensation for anything. He wants to either get paid or stay long. Those are the reports.
That's how it works in the job world. Hey.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You want me gone? You better pay me out.
I think it's about 20 million because, he's saying for his staff as well. He wants all his staff to get paid. So something like 20 million euro net, if those numbers were accurate. But yeah, that's a bit of change because you're going to have to pay the new coaching staff as well, right?
Oh,
so definitely a financial impact.
Hey, coaching changes are always an expensive thing to do, actually. Like everybody says, fire the coach and everything, but dude, the money you lose if you take those decisions.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you have a coach that you're paying a couple million, not the end of the world. Assuming, you're not like a Cagliari that can't afford a couple million, right? It's all relative. Short cross, Kostic with it on the touch line, tries to scoop it and out for another corner.
At another corner.
That's good. Danilo clapping along, getting them going. bit of momentum here, right? We're at home. We got to take the front foot. So Yildiz getting some time in the corner box, lays off, and Kostic will take it this time. And it is cleared off the line. Decent shape to it. Yildiz bombing in there to retrieve. There. Yeah, he came out of nowhere. And that gets played down. What happened there? Oh, hand in the face from Gatti. So that's just going to be called back for a foul.
Damn, Gatti.
Jeez, he's still down. I didn't think it was that intense, but I'm not the one with an arm in my face, so maybe it was. Gatti is a big boy.
Hey, if Gabia's out as well, they're one less center back even. One man
Very
down.
True. Yeah, it's the end of the season, right? The rumors are swirling. We should be seeing the new shirts coming soon because, guys, if you haven't checked out, and that was the reason getting the Discord, it was mentioned there, Sal, let us know, big sales. Everything pretty much on sale at the Juventus shop right now. So check that out. The bathrobes, the link does not work, I'm sorry to say. I was going to get a bathrobe.
Man.
It was I would have actually, it was a great suggestion. Just show up with a whiskey and a cigar in my Juventus bathrobe. Would have totally done it. Yeah, he does.
Why haven't you got the bed sheets or the covers or whatever they're called?
And you know what? I need new bed sheets. And they're not a horrible price. They're probably trash. Okay. They're probably like the ones you get at Walmart and they just feel like plastic.
Oh yeah.
Like, is it even worth it? But no, my sheets are
well, when I was 20 years younger, I had sheets from my Berlin club as well, and man, they were destroyed quickly.
Man, I had a car bed. It was made out of plastic, but it was a car.
Oh, car beds.
Yeah, when I was really young,
I never got one. I never got one.
Yeah,
was so disappointed.
Oh, nice battling for it in the box, scoops it, and there's a save by Magnan. Man, what a play by Yildiz. He's starting to get some strength into him.
Yep.
Bremer now pushing his man off, showing strength. Very nice. That was shoulder to shoulder. Very clean.
Love this Chico. And Bremer tucked his jersey in today, man.
Bremer had his jersey tugged, you said?
Yeah, Bremer tucked his jersey in. The man is out for business.
Tucked it in. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yep. Serious. It's true, actually. I wonder what makes him change that. He's done it before.
Has he? Oh, then I paid attention to the first time.
I don't know. I want to say yes. Maybe somebody can let us know. Currently, 8 minutes in, 77% of the possession.
Hey, tucking the jersey in always means, hey, I'm here for business.
Oh, no, for sure. It's awesome. I think it looks ridiculous, personally, but I hate shirt tuckers.
Yep.
It's just like, why do you need, unless you're wearing like a full jacket, like, you know. Liao on the left, but that's taken away by way up. Very good. Tracking back there. Locatelli with an actual forward pass. Oh, and Vlahovic just gets bodied off. He almost fainted around his man, but no. Or no, that was Cambiasso, sorry. I don't know. They're all over. There's good movement. They're actually going to make my job hard today and track players instead of just being static, and I know exactly where they all are. I'm coming off vacation. They're actually going to give me a workout here today. So here we go. Yesterday at the end of our recording, my mouth stopped working. If you listened right to the end, you heard me stumble on my words, and then later me and Dave were talking. I had to give up.
Yep.
Not used to it. Kostic trying to dump it into space on the left. Yildiz showing good pace, but he was never getting there. Forces a throw in though.
Did you get around good in Southern Europe with English?
Well, my buddy there speaks pretty good English, so he pretty much just translated what I needed to. A lot of people understand English all right. It's the speaking that they don't have a good time with.
Oh, yeah.
And Google Translate, right?
When
you can just like hold it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, when I was in Croatia last summer, that was a bit of an uphill battle there with English.
Oh, some good movement in the box. They're trying to maintain it. And there was an offside. Again, good pressure. Taking the front foot out early. Now, Croatia, yeah, I need to definitely go to Croatia. Now that we understand how things work, because we were told that you need to sign paper. So when I went to the country, I had to sign some paperwork saying where I was staying and whatnot. Yep. It's all like old school, old country stuff. But we were under the impression we had to do that every time we went to a different country. But you do only if it's an extended stay, apparently. If you're only going for a day or two, you don't have to do it. So I was right on the border of Albania, and we didn't go because we weren't sure. Found out afterwards. But, you know. Next time I told him, like, he's basically like less than an hour from Kosovo. It's right there. Like Albania's a couple out. I told him we're going everywhere. I want to knock like 8 countries off the list. And you can do it down there, right?
Hey, it's fun
about it.
Oh yeah.
What I always wanted to do, honestly, was fly in. I don't know how far northeast you can get, like maybe land in Trieste if you can, and just like Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, just like
that's
everything.
A great spot. Yeah, hey, that's a great spot. I did that once with the family. We made it a 1-month trip. We drove down from Berlin to Munich, visited family there. Went to Austria a little bit, went to Vienna, and down to the Bodensee, which is basically on the border of Germany and Austria. From there, we drove to Trieste, to Slovenia, which is right on the border there as well. And from Trieste, we did a whole Italy tour and a south of France tour.
Beautiful. Sounds amazing. Liao already getting a little frustrated. He's pushing low on Gatti, gets it talking too early on. And now here's Weah trying to bomb up on the right, brings it central. Good tackle taken off of Vlahovic. Pulisic now, and Milan on a counter. Juve dropping down deep. Cross cleared off the line by Locatelli.
Offensively, we are good so far. Just be like always attention defensively as well, because they can get very quickly.
Mm-hmm. But the defensive shape's looking good. Can't complain yet there. We're 13 minutes in. It's very early.
So far, so good. Yeah.
Kostic is going to have fun today. Let's see. Oh, they almost break through Milan, but
they're claiming handball.
Yeah, I don't know if there was. I saw a few claims of handball this weekend so far that were not true. So maybe that's the theme this weekend. Watched a bit of the West Ham Liverpool game today. It was actually kind of comical just watching the defense stare. Just watch the offense just like walk by him. It's like, guys.
Yep.
I mean, sure, fun to watch, but where was the defense?
I like Liverpool, but man, they went off the rails the past 3 weeks, man. The season went completely off the rails.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They have to rely on Man City to falter now. But from downtown, wow, sails over the ball.
Oh.
Gatti playing the midfield.
Yep.
He was winding up on that too.
Liverpool season is. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, sorry, Liverpool.
His shot is incredible, man. If he could aim it just a little better. Oh, yeah. My connection's back. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's what was going on. You were
yep. No, Liverpool season went completely off the rails. Like the championship, 100%. Like they lost that one. That's basically a 2-horse battle between Man City and Arsenal by now.
I mean, they're technically still in it, but they definitely shot themselves in the dick today by drawing. So yeah, maybe not.
Both are too consistent and have games that's on them. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind Arsenal getting it just to see, the
unfortunate.
project in the
I wanted Klopp to do this in his last season.
Neil switched to the right. Gatti just open up on the right wing. Interesting. Cambiasso trying to find some space, brings it to Kostic, who's open on the left. Now he crosses, going to be overcooked.
Miscontrolled it. If he hadn't taken if the first touch was proper, he could have crossed that just went away like a couple of feet.
Yeah, he's got to control that. Like there's
man, so far we look good.
There's time though. Gatti and was that Florenzi? They both hit each other. They're both in a bit of pain, making contact. Coincidental. Gatti's okay though.
He's got this everywhere where there are men though.
And so this is interesting. We're starting to overload their defense, which is smart. And yeah, they are switching positions, which is nice to see. And what happened there? Ball gets called back. Oh, Bremer. Yeah, fouls Giroud. Bit too much in there. Gets his leg up. So hopefully we maintain this. Milan have not shown any sort of hurry at all. They kind of look like us. Is that a diss? On who? Dissing both of us. Like I said, it's the battle of the worst second place.
Both. Yeah. I still can't believe with I still can't believe with how our season has developed into a shit show that we are still that close to them.
Well, remember all those years where we were winning, and a lot of the reason why we were winning is because the rest of the league was so weak. That's essentially what happened for Inter this year, is that nobody else really gave a good challenge.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Nope, 100% right. Yeah.
That being said, it's good to see three different,
even though good roster.
It's good to see a different title winner every year now, switching things up. For the league, sure, that's good. So that means it's Juve's turn next year. Oh, and there's it's given advantage. Rabiot was doing something with that ball, and
just take the free throw there.
Oh my
brother, just take the free throw there.
They are having troubles tracking Yildiz though. Yildiz with his movement and that second string back line, it's giving them a lot of difficulty.
Who would have thought that if you play a guy that can play second striker, that the system immediately works better?
Well, the fact that it is the second string and maybe a little bit less physical as well, that's Yildiz's big issue, right? Is if he goes up against a big defender, he has a lot of issues. Being just a slight 18-year-old boy.
On the ball, the decisive pass, how he connects midfield to Vlahovic, man.
Mm-hmm. And then we will see Chiesa most likely coming in 60 minutes or so, 65. We never know with Allegri, but I don't mind that, coming in, getting him in fresh like that, where he can just do head down for 25 minutes. Locatelli gets a foul. That's going to go to Milan.
So far impressed.
Kostic selling already? Selling what? Selling the balls to the crowd, because that's where he's putting them. He's got to calm down a little bit. Yildiz blocks that pass into the box, and he chases down, giving pressure. It's nice to see a bit of a press. No, that wasn't Yildiz because he's on it now. That's
crazy.
That's Cambiasso.
Dude, Chiesa would have never tracked back into our own box basically, and tried to defend the Pulisic there. Man.
Milan trying to go long, go straight to tech. Giroud not looking bad, but they got him marked.
Yep.
Leao kept mostly quiet so far as well. So maybe Allegri does know what he's doing there on that right flank. I was yelling when he brought both Weah and Milik in.
And also how Weah is bossing him off the ball. Hey, so far so good.
Oh yeah, Lazio, he brings on Milik and Weah, and within I don't know how many seconds there's a goal between the two, right? So maybe we have something with Weah. He's picking it back up, showing something in training. His job's kind of on the line at this point too, right? We don't know if he's staying or going.
Oh yeah.
Rumors quieted down a bit.
Oh, everybody's job. I think everybody's job is on the line here.
Yeah. Away with it now. Crosses in. I think it took a bit of leg, and now Milan are trying to bounce it out. Pressure stays on. Gatti pushing forward with it now.
Press.
Gatti on the right wing. Cambiasso with space. Curl it. That goes out. He took too many touches on that one, I think. The pressing was impressive.
I just hope with that space he either shoots earlier or tries to cross it a bit earlier. Like he had so much space there to.
He did.
He's
done this now a couple games in a row where he tries to cut it tight instead of going across the face of the net, and it's hard. It's hard to do that. So Cambiasso isn't, the hottest shooter in the world.
Yep.
Nice hustle by Rabiot, gets the legs in. Who takes the last touch on that? Milan gets it, but
right now ball possession is 50-50.
All right, evening out. Milan start it from the back line. Milan still with it in the defense. Pulisic looking for options. There aren't many. Juve taking away all the Milan solutions right now, but this is dangerous because we've seen it before where one scoop into the box and changes everything. Right. So keep awake. Still trying to work the right side. Still nothing. Pulisic trying to drive in. Giroud. And the ball falls. Weah is going to clear it down. Vlahovic, is he going to get on the end of that? No, it's going to go straight to Magnan. Is that Magnan even playing? I didn't even know. I've been saying Magnan the whole time. It's marked yellow. I just assumed he wasn't even playing.
No, I did as well. I completely overlooked it.
Rookie mistake. Yeah, I expect Magnan, and I'm like, that guy's white. Wrong dude. Sportiello's in net today. Kostic sneaks it through the legs. Vlahovic. Oh, it gets taken off.
It lost it.
And now here's a counter. Liao takes it long. It goes well wide.
Sends it wide left.
And Bremer maybe took a bit of a knock there. Yeah, Vlahovic just not realizing he's surrounded by on three sides there. It came from behind and stripped off him, creating a counterattack.
But those are the situations where they have to communicate. Like someone of them needs to tell the main man behind you or whatever. But
very true. Tech starts the play. Oh, I think I get it. Olivier Giroud, you're making fun of what's that guy, that pundit on he does it with
Jamie Carragher.
Yes, Carragher.
Jamie Carragher on CBS.
Olivier Giroud. Yeah. he can't speak on English.
Yeah. And he has the what is the accent? Scouse accent as well, which yeah, man. It's hard for the guy to do French names.
There was another one. He was trying to say an Italian name, I think, one time. He just can't do ethnic names. If it's not English, he's lost.
Michael Richards tried Italian, I believe, when Del Piero was there.
He did what? Sorry, you cut out.
I think Michael Richards tried to speak Italian when Del Piero was there doing Champions League coverage.
Oh, he was trying to, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying, at least, right? But like, if you have the guy in front of you and you're mispronouncing his name,
yeah. No, and also, dude, they're having fun on the air, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, I guess it's all right.
Dude, and did you hear Abdo speaking German? Dude, she's near perfect with her German as well. She speaks, nice. I don't know, 10 languages or whatever.
Yeah, I always respect people who can speak a bunch of languages. I speak English very well, and then everything like ass.
Oh, I speak German and English, man. I learned Italian for a couple of months, and man, I didn't have the time to follow through with it.
Yeah, I've taken a break since I came back from Italy. It's hard when you don't have people to talk to all the time. Like, I got good when I was in Italy.
Yeah.
Obviously, talking a lot, but Bremer and Giroud holding hands there again. They're getting really close this game. Giroud's telling the refs to open their eyes. All right. So there was an injury there on the play. He's limping off. Who was that? 8? No, that was like 80. 28 Tia,
Musa, I believe.
Or 80. Yeah, maybe it was Musa.
Was it maybe it was Malik Chow. Hold up, let me have a look for a second.
Cross in for Milan though, and that goes wide.
It was Musa. It was Yunus. It was Yunus Musa that was the injured player.
So, more concerns there on the defensive line for Milan.
Yep.
Because if he has to be taken off, I don't think he's that bad. I'd like to see him come back on, but we'll see. They don't have many options on the bench now.
Oh no, that didn't look like too bad. I think they would take care of him like outside of the pitch and he'd get back.
Yeah. Freeze his ankle up.
And also, you don't want to make changes already after 30 minutes of play, especially on a position that you are thin already.
No, of course, that would be bad news. But these are the risks. It's a long season. It's not always the best team that wins. It's the team that can stay the most healthy.
Yep.
Weah looking for space on the right. Drops back to Loca. Into Cambiaso. It's taken off him. But Rabiot's there. Battle. Vlahovic takes it. Cambiaso feeds it. Oh, miscommunication again. but they're not taking any chances. They push it out quickly for a throw. So still on the attack here. Good pressure. Need to improve the communication. This has been one of our issues, of course. Just getting those finishing touches going. LJJ coming in saying hello. Vlahovic turns, and that's out for a corner, I hope.
Corner.
I did not see the flag, but I'm assuming it's a corner.
Yep, that's for a corner.
Yeah. LJJ's getting home from work, working on a Saturday. Welcome in. Things are looking good. Still 0-0, 30 minutes in, but we have by far been the better looking teams. Like, no question.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the corner. Drops back to Cambiasso. Take this. And the volley is always going high. And if Cambiasso can improve his shooting stats, maybe in the offseason, those shooting drills, he can be very dangerous. Of course, he's playing in an unfamiliar position in the right midfield.
Yep. So he's getting the ball also way more centrally and gets more opportunities. So
yeah, but he's not used to taking shots playing wide, so it's nice. He just has to get used to it. Take more shots. Keep on going. I'm okay with that. Chase, you say, yeah, it's weird that we're looking all right. But both teams are mentally fragile right now, so whichever team can get their head together today, honestly, that might be all it takes. And it's funny talking about the second and third place team being in a slump, being fragile, both their coaches on the chopping block. This is where you expect to see a little bit more solidity in the teams, but just not this year.
Yep.
Florenzi trying to go long, and it sails over. Not a bad shot, though, from down there.
Yeah, and also Milan seemed to have the successor to Pioli as well. I think the report said that Lopetegui is nearly done. And if they get him, I'm sorry, but he's not the best coach out there. So
who is, right? Like Mata, if he's going anywhere, it's likely Juve, according to the report.
I think our coach is the best. I think our coach is the best coach that's available. So from the pool that is out there, I want rather to stick with our coach.
I think a lot of us have resigned to the idea that Mata's the next guy up, but we've just been inundated with that news and all the reporting that by and large, I think people are like, okay, it's Mata. And I don't know if that's because if they truly like what Mata does, or that's just the popular opinion, or they just want Allegri out so bad and it's like, sure, Mata, let's take him.
They don't care. They just want Max out.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The split of the community right now. They want Max out. They don't care who the successor is.
Florenzi can't clear it. Locatelli coming in with a slide, keeps it into the offensive zone, cross in. Vlahovic, he's not going to call on that one, but does at least well enough to keep it on the front foot. But no, Milan does take it. Pulisic falling down, but getting it out. And not another call. So slide tackles going in. No calls yet. Milan maintain control, though. And that's kind of dangerous. They lay it off. Tech on the ball, runs forward and defuses that ticking time bomb, as there was a bit of a miscue there in the back line. Yield is still running all over the place. Yeah, with the way Yildiz is running, he's definitely not playing the full game. Not that we expected to, but if you know you're getting subbed out, you might as well pace it up a little bit. Musa getting it in the center of the box. And Loftus Cheek puts it well over the bar.
Hey. And these are the moments where we have to be careful.
Yep. A little switch of play like that. Oh, it goes off his left shoulder. Cambiasso marking up. Falavic trying to being given it long again, doesn't make it. Rabiot toe pokes it straight to Sportiello. 35 minutes. Milan again with it. Finally looking to move it on the left side this time. They've largely ignored it, surprisingly. That is Leao's side, so
And
not trust Leao these days.
Our right side. And our right side is still completely blocked. Like they are again trying to go over our left. So far, so good.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if Milan's game plan might be a little bit off. And LJJ saying he's ahead of us, but it'll be quiet when we score. Thank you. Anybody new watching? That is kind of the rule. Wait for us to react so you don't ruin it for anybody else.
Yep.
I mean, just yell and enjoy the moment. That's what I say, right? Like if you're ahead of us and something exciting happens, just enjoy the moment and then come in and enjoy in the chat, right? Be natural with it. Because that's
then
one
we
thing.
will either celebrate together or together.
Yeah. And honestly, I did enjoy not streaming here the past couple of weeks, and then I only got to catch the Lazio game full without like any interruption. But point being is it's nice not to have to be attached to the computer in front of the lights and the camera, right?
Yeah.
You can enjoy it more naturally. Yeah. It's a lot more fun that way.
Yeah, you can enjoy it. Yeah.
Yell at people at the bar.
By the way, everybody, in 2 weeks, I will be in the Olympiastadion in Berlin for the last home game of the season of Hertha Berlin. And you will get nice footage and coverage from the stadium from me. It will be sold out, 75,000 attendance. Yeah, man, it will be great. And I will try to take you guys in as much as I can, because after all, that stadium is, I believe, the final. I believe the final of the Euros is played in Berlin, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it should be great. Looking forward to that. Cambiasso coming back defensively.
And also one of the most beautiful stadiums in the world.
I can't wait to see. Kostic brings it up to Yildiz on the left side. Cuts and crosses. Doesn't quite make it to Vlahovic. Ball lazily rolls out. Rabiot's going to pick this up. He's got space. Mishandles it.
Oh my God, Rabiot.
But we maintain a bit of control here. Good on Loka. Scoops it up. Kostic on the left now. Loka. To the top with Bremer. And we switch to the right on with Weah. 1-on-1. Trying to lose his man. Crosses in. Oh, it just misses. Everyone goes out for a throw. Oh, man. Just a little high. If that was a couple of inches lower, that was in the trajectory of two heads. Vlahovic losing out. Oh, man.
And honestly, I don't know if I'm more pissed about Rabiot or Locatelli the past games.
Oh, West locking down Leao is not something I saw coming. West, you mean Weah? Yeah, Weah. He corrects himself.
Exactly. Oh, I didn't either. He's bossing him around so far.
Well, we made that. I know not everyone was in as we were pre-gaming it here a little bit, but you only really need to man mark Leao, match his speed, and that's it. He's not a strong profile that you have to push off. Just get the body in there. And Weah is doing that, as well as Cambiasso, as they're both marking him. Just taking away that space. Like Liao is a great player, but if you're cutting out his supply, there's not much he can do. Bit of a dangerous ball through, but Rabiot's there. Vlahovic chests it down and back to Milan. 40 minutes. Good. Mostly free-flowing half. Not bored of it, which is always a positive sign. Not frustrated, more so, is what it is. Again, Weah and Cambiaso double marked onto Liao. As soon as he passes it back, they break off. So clear game plan there on the right flank. Again, they're moving on the right. Kostic gets the foot in the way of that cross, goes to Tech, and it's safe. Quickly out to Weah. He slows up, though. He didn't have the speed. Liao jumps on him. No matter. Loca now as our fourth center back. Or third, because Gatti plays midfield. You know, that's a funny lineup we got. Goose wants to see Weah on Florenzi more. The game plan is to get on Liao, though. Florenzi, unless you're talking about on the offense, like
I think we are a bit too scared to completely try go at Florenzi and then instead like forgetting Leao. All he needs is like one run or one good chance and he can score or assist on you. So I think so far Weah is doing a great job, and I hope he concentrates more like on Leao and we get a goal a different way.
That's the Allegri pragmatic approach, right? You're not going to expose yourself. Kostic picks up a loose ball here, and he crosses it to nobody. Rangadana saying, "Hi, guys. How's it going?" You're not Dana's music, are you? Maybe you just changed your name? Let us know if you're the same guy. If not, if you're new, welcome in. But Cambiaso cutting in. Scoops it over. Oh, not quite. Yield is on it, but Sportiello's there.
And how refreshing is that? Yield is like clapping for that chance and saying, "Hey, good try." A different guy would have pointed. Yeah.
Liao. Oh, he maintains control. Looking dangerous here. Loftus.
That's when you have to be careful.
Yeah, that was a quick distribution up the field. And just a bit of a mismark kept them into the game. They still have control here, top of the box, and there's a way to take it away.
Yep.
Milan throw. Well, yeah, we are going left because of Kostic and Inshallah. I think like Weah is going to make those runs, but the overall game plan is, I think, to go down the left side. Like the strategic plan. Like Weah is doing what he needs to do.
Yep.
We can break that down more though once we got the full game behind us and Dash comes in yelling from the restaurant. Because they're very one-dimensional.
Defense.
Yeah, like we're doing
just to answer to. Just to answer to JJ earlier. When he said, look at the defenders with the 4-3-3 shape. Defensively, we are playing 5-3-2 basically. It's like we put as many defenders as we can at the back line. And Rabiot and Cambiaso blocking the room in front of the defenders, and Juventus and Vlahovic be basically the guys that roam in front of them. And our offensive shape is, it's a mix of... Kostic is basically playing left midfielder with Cambiaso on the right. It's I don't know, a 4-4-2, I think. 4-4, closest to a 4-4-2, I believe. Where staying like back a lot, and just those like occasional cuts. Cambiaso's playing like on the right side, Kostic on the left. Rabiot and Loka pretty centrally, and Vlahovic and Yildiz up front. Like I think it's more so a 4-4-2 offensively and build up.
Cambiaso frustrated with himself for losing that ball. And, even as you were saying that, I saw a 4-3-3 kind of lined up. So it's pretty fluid.
Yep.
Kostic going back as a left back, and then Gatti moving forward into the midfield. It's kind of all over the place. Oh, what a steal by Vlahovic. He's getting held back. That's call that one back. That could even be a yellow. Does he pull it? Yes, he does. First yellow card of the game. Taking away a potential scoring chance, hauling down Vlahovic as he was the clear winner of that ball as he just steals it. Vicious. Love it.
Yep. Hey, that's a clear yellow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he gets the foot high. Yep. Gets the foot high, has a tug. There's a couple infractions on that one. Good call. That's Musa, the one in the books. Misses the next match.
Hey, but they will get all their defenders back for the next match, so
yeah, so not as huge a deal, but it's just funny.
And Vlahovic from the left side with his left foot again. Not too predictable this time.
It's true. Deuce on range. Bit of an eye twitch as he gets ready here. Ooh, was there a bit of a tussle there? I think Danilo is getting mad, but we're looking at Duson's eyes right now. Oh, what a save from Sportiello.
His free kicks are deadly, man.
Through the wall, bounced, going to that left corner, and Sportiello just dives and gets a hand on it. Great goaltending, great shot as well.
He was always like pretty good with his free kick, but man.
Another corner.
He's become a magician.
Short, Yildiz scoops it. Gatti gets ahead, still up in the air. Rabiot heads all over, and there's a good. Oh my, that was close. Yildiz with the bouncing ball. Sportiello on the line. There's the whistle. Keeps it out. We're going into the half at 0-0. What a way to end the half, though. Man, many 50-50 balls.
However, I think he caught a foul or something. I don't think.
Sportiello.
Or was I wrong?
There might have been an offside in the play too. I'm not quite sure. There a lot happened. It all happened quick. The whistle is blown for the half, though. So I mean, nothing else is happening at this point.
All right.
Sportiello, backup goalkeeper. Milan still in the game.
Yep. Halftime.
Beautiful half. Anyways, much better, much better.
I like it so far. Defensively great. I can't believe that I'm saying this, but I think we have control over this match because we don't let a lot like happen in our half, but we are creating actually a lot. And who would have thought if you put offensive players on the field that you are better offensively?
Well, we trash Allegri quite often these days, but I mean, you have to give credit to when credit is due, right? He makes the changes in Lazio, 80th minute.
Yep.
I'm there yelling for like 20, 30 minutes at that time. Where are our changes? He puts Weah and Milik on for a goal within 60 seconds, right? We hear that Cambiaso is playing midfield, Weah out wide, and we're like, what's he doing? And it's looked good.
Yep.
Prove me wrong. Like we always say, prove us wrong. We're happy. We want to be wrong when we're negative and hating life. So we're good. We're happy right now. We just need to bang a couple goals and hope that we maintain this momentum going into the second half in Milan. Just continues to shit the bed.
Yep.
Yeah, and Goose saying here, we got to pressure that back line a bit more. They are very shaky.
Yep, I
We are,
agree,
yeah. I
but
mean, we got to continue.
we still need to be careful. We still need to be careful. Like you're right, we should pressure them more because that will give us, of course, more chances. But I think they are still cautious out there.
And Dan Davenport reading the English media again with their sensational titles and articles. No, I can't see Conte going to Napoli. They can't afford him.
Oh, please let it happen. Please,
I will.
please,
Yeah,
please.
I mean,
I
I'd
need
love to
to
see
see
it,
that. Dude.
but
Conte and
where's the
Conte and De Laurentiis, please. I want to see the dude. If that happens, the club will burn down to his ashes. Please
that's
let
more
it
drama
happen.
than Coronation Street, man.
Please let it happen.
Goose wants Kostic out, McKennie and Cambiasso to the left. It's kind of looking good right now. I say let this one cook.
I think for right now it's still okay. Like just if they do some adjustment that all of a sudden like blocks our right side, then I would do the change because McKennie has always those grinter cuts and but yeah, right now I would keep it till the 65th minute and just need it there, then we can go for it. Yeah. Right now it's still pretty good. Like nobody of us, I think, like expected fireworks or whatever. I think we are doing really good. It's not fireworks or anything, but hey, we're doing good.
All right, well, let's look at the stats then. So 43% possession. That's what I like to see because that's when we do better, and we are doing better. Our XG is at 0.21. Yep. There's at 0.2. Both at 5 total shots, 0 big chances. You know, you can kind of argue probably for both. They had a couple of good shots too.
The free kick was our best chance, I believe, so far, and the Yildiz bounce.
Yeah, and the difference being between the two teams, similar numbers, is that Milan was taking their chances from far away and coming decently close for the range, where we've been dropping into the box and attacking down low like that. So different approaches. But yeah, both teams, if they want to get a goal, they're going to have to put something in. Of course, you can look at the momentum map there, and Milan with a couple spikes. That's a big spike too.
Yep.
But honestly, if I have to say, it's been Juve for the most part. Milan have had some chances, like we said, from downtown, but nothing that have really scared us. Whereas our chances, I'm sure, have made Milan piss their pants a little bit.
Yeah.
And Mata has not been confirmed.
No,
for anything.
Nothing. News. There's nothing. Don't trust the reports, like we always preach. Be always careful with that information. There's nothing right now. And also, we don't know anything. The journalists don't know anything. Hey, who knows?
Yeah, we kind of trashed on them the past few weeks here with how bad the reporting has been. And that's why just going to the F1, because the reporting in F1 is bad as well. And you hear like Adrian Newey to Ferrari or to McLaren or whoever, right? Like, just I'm not believing it just yet. Like, tell me when it happened, because I don't believe you. But the numbers,
pretty good sources, by the way, are reporting that with New as well. The only thing is they don't know where will he go, or will he even go somewhere. Just call it quits because he's 61 years old.
But also, Fabrizio Romano is a really good source, and he's backpedaled a bit, right? That's why I'm not really. Boban coming in, saying hello, Northerners.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're Northern European, I get. You're kind of more Northern European than Southern.
Yeah, European. I'm pretty Northern, right.
Considering where Boban is, you're a Northerner. Just like Americans will say, like Milwaukee is North, and it's just like, hey, Canada over here. And then even in Canada, we all live down by the American
we're
border, and then there's like the people in the Arctic. It's like, hey,
Yeah, man.
how about us? There's always somebody more north.
Yeah, man.
Santa
Hey,
Claus is the northerner.
Forgot. Hey, we all completely forgot about Denmark and Sweden, the true northerners.
No, Canada's the true north. It's in our anthem. The true north, strong and free. Can't take it away from us.
Oh yeah. The good old,
I mean, there's
the good old true North Pole.
Assuming you believe the Earth's a globe, then I mean, a lot of the countries are the true north, really. Now, if it's a flat Earth, where's north? If it's a flat Earth.
I'm a firm believer that the Earth has the shape of a baseball bat.
That's a baseball bat, my lord. All right, let's not get the disclaimer at the bottom of this video for I don't know if you've seen that when there's controversial topics, they have a quote from the UN saying like what the actual description, the official description of something is. So let's get into the numbers a little bit.
No, let us clear the air. We all believe the Earth is a globe, so everybody chill out.
The correct term is an oblate spheroid, if you want to get technical about it. But anyways,
yeah you're right. It's spherical. You're right.
So let's look at some of the numbers. Kind of all over the place, to be honest. Vlahovic with a 5.8 is kind of rough. He's been tracking back a lot, right? So if you're looking at him as a pure striker, numbers aren't great, but as a team player, I would have to disagree with that number. Same with Yildiz, coming back to track defensively. Cambiasso as well with a 6.7. Come on. I can't agree with any of this. I'm sorry. Locatelli 7, Rabiot 7.1, Kostic 6, Danilo 6.8, Bremer 7, Gatti 6.5, and Tech with the 6 because he hasn't really had to do much. I think the most important thing here is don't look at these numbers too hard. There was a good team effort at play here. And once that comes together, there will be goals, and goals makes everyone numbers turn green. So, I mean, same with Milan here. Similar. Their back line getting all 7s, though. They have done well. I'll give them that. And then Sportiello only getting a 6.8. He's pretty much kept them in the game. Fought Mod's on crack today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He saved
yes,
the free kick, the one that the shot by Yildiz that bounced in the air. Yeah, man. And
Dan was asking if I was on vacation. I was in Macedonia and Greece the past few weeks. My first on the air back again was last night for the pregame. So yeah, I'm back in the saddle. German Dave and Dash, they held the fort down, but we got the trio back. It's okay. You don't want three's too much anyways. Dash can take a break and work his second job a little more. He might come in this afternoon, though, make an appearance. We should actually say we are going to roll straight into a post game today and probably open up the lines as well. We're just going to go for a nice long Saturday afternoon. It's early enough. We're fresh enough. I'm fresh enough. Anyways, coming off vacation. So yes, we're going to roll in right after the game to a post game. And it's looking like it might not be an angry Colin show today. Maybe it's a positive one. 45 minutes still to see, but things are looking up.
Hey, so far so good.
KB coming in saying, look at these nerds. KB, of course, the one who is leading the predictions. And I'm going to put the Discord QR code up again. That's how you get your predictions into the Discord. So do that. Winner gets one of the jerseys off my door. A 23-24 jersey of your choosing. So get in there. Get into our, if we remove our, hold on. If I get rid of the comments. There we go. I have the Twitter at DoubleSports, and German Dave has the IG at danddsportshow. So it's tagged there underneath our names. And if you're confused, German Dave is from Germany. That's not his name. Somebody said German Dave's a dumb name.
It's not my actual name. Rumors are out there that's my real name.
Oh man, that was funny. Where am I coming back from? Macedonia.
Hey, that
And
was fun.
actually, hold on. I picked one up. Picked it up. They still sell the old jersey, and I love their old jersey. And I have to go to the actual football federation to get it. But there's my national jersey from Macedonia with the sunburst.
Oh,
I think it's a very cool looking.
Oh,
I like the design. So I definitely picked that up.
Hey, what
and
what
got to
do
see the
those,
training ground.
things cost over there?
It converted into $68 Canadian, which is just under $60 American. That would be okay in euro. Let's see.
So also around 60 euro
46.50
as well.
No, euros
similar,
$1.50. Yeah. So not bad.
Oh, all right. So
and that's taxes in as well.
Oh, it's a pretty good deal.
Not bad. It's a Yako. It's a German brand.
It's a pretty good deal.
You probably see this brand more than I would. Yako.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And I should get the pictures up.
All our like youth clubs are wearing that brand because it's a little bit like cheaper than Nike and Adidas.
Yeah, it's not a bad jersey though. It's nice. And honestly, guys, Macedonia, beautiful country. I was lucky enough. I have a friend that lives there. That's why I went. I hadn't seen him in 8 years, and it was time. So that's why I went. But I can't recommend it enough. It's very affordable, and it's got tons of natural beauty. It's do it up, and I can't wait to go back and see the rest of the Balkans as well. Yeah, it's that part of the world, of the world that I have not been to yet, and I've always wanted to, and I need to see more of. And I know Vlad's not in here, but he's from Romania. Yep. We got Jeff, he's from Florida now, but originally from Albania, so was Dash. So yeah, man, the Balkans. Check it out. Oh, Bones. Wait, what's your name? We've been fooled. Yeah, going back. It's German Dave. Like officially on his birth certificate, it says German Dave on
it. Oh yeah. I can show you my ID. It says German Dave.
Yeah, and LJJ, yes, they did kick out Italy from the World Cup. They were the team. I mean, it wasn't solely Macedonia, of course. There's a few teams that Italy failed to beat, but they were the straw that broke the camel's back, of course. So I'll let you talk. I gotta do my old man piss. But Dave, you have good opinions on these guys, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, and with your point on Amorim, I love him as a coach, and I think he would fit our system perfectly and could get actually a lot out of these players. The problem is that the Premier League is in dire need of a new head coach right now, and he already like took visits with a couple of the English clubs. The Liverpool job is like he lost that one. They gave it to Arne Slot, the coach of Feyenoord, and he's still in talks with West Ham and a couple of other clubs. So he's most likely to go to the Premier League. So there's no actual chance. I think that he comes to Italy, especially as a Portuguese. And yeah, you always like looking into that language barrier, looking to get a coach that can speak Italian. At least doesn't need to be Italian 100%, but needs to speak Italian. So yeah, Amorim and Fonseca, I think, are not a thing.
Okay, we're about to kick off, so that is the end of the halftime break. My water bottle rolled away from me. I had to dive under my desk.
And And by the way, on Dan's point, also Motta is not because you said if not Motta, I also don't think that Motta is the best option. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just the best option that's available, I guess, is the best way. If we don't keep Allegri. Yeah, anyways, we've talked about that. Ad nauseum. We are underway.
It's just the hype name again.
Second half, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Yeah, Bones, y'all can call me a boomer, but you young kids, you can't think your thoughts through your head before you type stuff out. That's why I have to get text messages and 10 messages instead of one well thought out one. I say you young ones. There's people my age and older that do it. Everyone has gone dumb from the cell phones. It's annoying. But anyways, that's my old man rant. I can save that for later. All right, so to Kostic now. Feeding yield is. Has to slow down, bring it back. Dumped wide to Weah. Long pass. It's looking for options. Brings it to Loka. Bremer kicks it to Danilo. So we're not making any headways. Let's see what we get. Loka to Cambiaso. Cambiaso, no. I expected him to maybe break in, but we're not rushing just yet. Vlahovic gets it, though. He turns. He's stopped up. I like to see the replay. He kind of like crawled around the ground there to block Vlahovic off, but Milan now breaking out on the right side. That was a bit of a funny play.
But our defensive shape. Oh my God, don't let him dribble into the box.
That was a very bad pass at the end of the day. Still with it. But Liao just
again
can't
on Dan's point. I think there are a couple of points on Klopp. Oh yeah, no, there are a couple of points on Klopp. I think he wouldn't work as good in Syria because with how many teams play a counter-attacking style, it's very dangerous for him to come here with this high pressing style. Means always that you have a lot of room behind you to defend, and you can't do that here in Italy like with the high energy that he does it with. And also if he decides to coach again, I don't think he will come to Italy or one of those. He's coaching right now at the biggest teams in European football, won the Champions League, won the Premier League and everything with Liverpool. So I think the only job he would come back for is like a Real Madrid job or whatever. Well, one of those, like if they don't get Xabi Alonso or whatever, or the German national team coach. I don't think he will come like to Italy or one of the like other leagues. I can imagine him, for example, coming to the Bundesliga once again, but I don't think Italy is an actual like destination he's come to.
All right, Juve back with the ball. Milan giving up possession again, not doing anything with it. Now it's Juve's turn to try to find some penetration here. Milan sitting deep. I have a feeling that they're okay with maybe tying this one, the way they've played so far. Kostic, though, what a shot on. Another shot. Both of them saved by Sportiello. His face must be stinging. And that's finally cleared off. And it's a throw-in, and Sportiello coming up huge again. Kostic with a huge one. Just a massive shot. The follow-up, just point blank, straight back into the keep. And somebody injured on the play here, which I think is just trying to waste some time and slow things down, because it's Milan that have been rattled. Wow. Look at the replay as well. Sportiello diving, getting the first one. And he's just like held on to the post and like somehow pulled his body up like a gymnast just to get a leg up there. That was insane. Sportiello is the only reason Milan is not losing.
A good one. That was a good one.
What do you mean, Goose? How does Danilo miss from there? It's Sportiello just like gymnast in front of it. Danilo did nothing wrong there. Sportiello just pulled out some magic. I mean, from that distance, all you got to do is throw it on that. That's exactly what he did. Kostic scooping it. Weah can't quite get there. Chested down, Sportiello. And now he's trying to calm the team down. So another quick 5 minutes. Time ticks by. Exciting game so far. Still no score, though. Surprisingly, there should definitely be a score in this game. Sportiello, man of the match, perhaps? At least for Milan at this point.
Yeah. Oh, but by now it's a disappointment that we didn't score. I just hope we will get one. So we have no regrets at that, because with some of these chances we had to bury them. But yes, Sportiello is doing incredible so far.
But it's not always the team with the clear-cut chances that win the game, right? As we saw with Real Madrid and Manchester. Leao with another bad pass to the box. He's maintained the ball, but just flaccid attempts. Anything good has come from well outside the box. Leao with it again. Not double. Yeah, they do. They're tightening up on him. Leaving Florenzi with some space. They clearly don't see Florenzi as much of a threat, clearly. Another bad pass.
Yep.
And Juve looking to clear out. Yield is with it. Kostic to Vlahovic. Vlahovic getting double teamed as he's dropping back, looking for space. And a whistle. Did he go out of bounds? Looked all right, but that gets whistled down. We see Chiesa now on the sidelines. It's only a matter of time before we see him. There's McKennie. Imagine it'll be about the 60th minute. But I say that every week, and then I get surprised by how late we make the changes. But I think today we see Chiesa a bit earlier.
Yep.
And that one's whistled down as well. I have to say, we haven't mentioned the ref at all so far, and nothing crazy in the reffing department.
Yeah, so far.
And I can't remember his name.
That's the best job a ref could do if he's not noticed.
Yeah, there's the save again by Sportiello. That's insane. He did take it off the face. Danilo's like, what do you do?
That was crazy.
I don't know what that gymnast move is called, where you can just go vertical, like you hold onto the bar and horizontal, your whole body's horizontal. That's almost what he did there. There's that looks dangerous, but it goes wide. Free kick there. And a bit of a let off, thankfully. Pioli upset with that one. And wasted ball. We just dump it down and turn it over on throw-in now. Yeah, a bit of shrugged shoulders there. What's going on? Milan has maintained the ball for quite a bit now. This is negative possession on Juve's part. We got to turn this around. Maybe it is time for some changes.
Yeah.
We do have a deeper bench currently than Milan, especially in the defensive aspect of it. Leao looking long.
Yep.
Rabiot holds it up. Leao still has it. Leao,
my
of
God.
course, just flailing like a bitch. Not going to get a call. I think he knew he wasn't getting it. Locatelli. There's space. Give it to right. There he is. Vlahovic now playing on the right side. And it's taken off him. Not enough support. That's a goal kick.
Sometimes he's trying too much.
Sometimes, yeah. There's the luck of the management, as they like to do at least once a game. Oh, and a Pulisic. No, that takes a foot off Kostic. It's going to be a corner. Oh, Ibrahimovic in the stands. All right, Milan's lining up. Taking their time on this one. And here's the cross. Gabby gets head on it. Late, bad pass, turned over. Yildiz and Vlahovic now with a bit of space.
Now on the counter.
And Yildiz just pushed over from behind.
Just bossed off the ball.
Why do rich people love sitting in the nosebleed? Because they like to look down on people. There's no spirit up there either. No heart. It's where all the sky boxes are. Of that, the corporate seating sections, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yildiz gets the back of the heel.
I just go open the window, of course. It's pretty warm in here. Just give me a second.
They have TVs up there, though. That's the thing, man. They don't need to watch the game. They just go to the stadium and watch it on TV. I know, it's insane. I mean, if I was rich and I can get any seat I wanted, I'd be right courtside, as they say. They've talked about putting seats right on the pitch, like in basketball as well. That'd be cool. That'd be the seat. Like you see Drake at the Raptors games. Rabiot tries to scoop it in. Yildiz gets ahead, and no good. Portiello gets it. Yeah, Gerald, that's because you're an actual fan. These rich guys aren't necessarily hardcore fans.
A cousin of mine flew to San Francisco last year in autumn, I believe. And he went to a Lakers game and sat right behind LeBron James on the bench.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the cool thing about basketball. You can get really close to the action.
Oh.
Reinders gets blocked off. Juve sitting defensively now. Milan maintaining a lot of the possession this half. And Bremer gets in the way of that. Or sorry, Locatelli. Florenzi crosses it through. Bremer clears it, but Reinders still has it. Bremer again. Way up pressured. Now you have Yildiz playing more on the right. Locatelli further up the pitch. Better again. The formation today is hard to keep track. Very fluid.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna. Chiesa's coming in for Yildiz clearly, and I think Yildiz is round himself out.
For Yildiz, yeah.
60 minutes. Chiesa for Tech. Come on. I mean, Tech hasn't had much to do, but he's done what he's had to. Vlahovic tries to lay it off. Way too much pace on it, though. Sportiello rolls it short. Bit of fatigue setting in for both teams right now. Expect both teams to be making that change very soon. But here to Locatelli, and he can't get it off quick enough. Believe that's for a corner. Let's see who it goes off. Oh, no, might not have run off anybody. Just pushes it wide. And here it is, Weah. No, it's Chiesa for Kostic, Milik for Vlahovic. Okay. Not what we expected.
Okay. Oh, no.
Interesting. Milan making some changes as well. Adley coming off.
Yeah.
Is this a formation change with it? I'm not sure. Unexpected. Serbs to the bench. Yeah.
Oh, I think
I guess so. Bannister coming on. He was supposed to be a starter.
Hold up. What is our formation now? We have Milik. We still have Yildiz. We have no Chiesa.
2, 3, 3.
Chiesa
Yeah,
for
3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, dangerous ball in. Nice slide in there. Saved. Tech was always going to be there. Weah with it. He's got time and space. Milik changes it wide. Nice cross, actually, to the left. Cutting in now. Cross. Oh, looking dangerous, but Sportiello coming out with a ground level punch. Pops back out to the defense. And he's injured. He got it. He went in with his face again, and there's a bit of pain on Yildiz's face as well. Let's see what happened on the replay. So beautiful cross from Milik from the right to left. Goes to the feet of Yildiz. He crosses. Yeah. Oh, that was Chiesa on the left. Sorry. And then it was Yildiz attacking. So is it 3 up top? Interesting. We haven't seen enough of this yet, but I'm pretty sure there's some sort of information.
No, I'm wondering because we have Milik as striker, we have Chiesa and Yildiz. Weah is really high up. I believe we are at what is it, the 44 right now? Something like that. It's something weird, definitely. Like Weah is very high up. Hold up. I'm drawing it up.
Well, we've only seen one passage of play. We are underway again. Sportiello seems to be okay. Yildiz okay. Sportiello just getting the body into it today. Like, just got to give him a lot of credit. Backup keeper coming up huge. Milik with too heavy of a push forward and gets it taken off of him. He did that against Lazio when he got the goal too, and I thought he was going to lose the ball, and he didn't. This time he does. Loftus-Cheek tries another one from well outside the box, and it goes
Oh
wide.
my God.
Dash coming in, saying it's a 3-4-3. Way-in Cambi on the edges. Loka, the horse, are a double pivot. Dash, how's the restaurant? Coming in from the chef's line. Couple hours left on shift. Maybe we'll see him this afternoon, but Weah getting it. He does on the right, long ball. Allegri definitely switching things up today. 65th minute, no score. Loka now out wide on the left. Rabiot. Is there anything in this one? They're certainly not playing for the draw. Oh, Yildiz with some space. Oh, he not quite.
I miscontrolled it.
Yeah, he just missed control, tried to spin around, and it went safely.
I think you just ran out of gas now.
I thought he was. That's why I'm surprised he was left on, because
Yep.
I mean he's been pushing it, and the way he's been pushing it, I thought for sure he was the one coming out. Milik, the game, not the game winner, but the goal scorer anyways, to put Juve into the finals of the Coppa Italia. Only took him a minute. Not the same luck tonight.
But hey, this game has 23 minutes.
Oh, of course. Just no luck coming on, scoring within a minute, but Liao with it.
Yep.
And another cross to nothing. Out for a throw. Dash saying there's a huge hole in the middle that Loka and Rabiot have to manage. Cambiasso with a nice cross to Danilo. Lots of space on the left side. Pushes it up to Chiesa. Or it's Yildiz over there now. So they're continue to switch. Chiesa has it centrally. Has to bring it back. He gets marked. Weah with some space. Crosses it instead of shoots. And it's cleared. But Bremer's there to win it back, but gets a foul. And Giroud's rolling around in a bit of pain now. There wasn't anything in that one.
Nope.
Yeah, so they're shouldering Yildiz again. He had two guys on him. Bouncing ball. Giroud still on the ground getting the free sprays. I did not think it was that bad, but when you're that old, it doesn't take much.
What? In Turin right now?
What's that?
Because Ismail Benacer, what the weather in Turin is right now, because Ismail Benacer from Milan has like gloves and everything.
It's 9 degrees. It's not that cold.
Damn.
Really. Like, especially when you're running around. Like, how are you not?
Yep. And
I don't know. Some people are
it's
bitches.
10 degrees warmer here in Germany.
Is that? It's about 10 here. Let's see. What's my temperature? that anybody cares. Oh, it's 14 degrees today. Hasn't started raining yet either. So not too bad. Snowed here again a couple days ago, and I know it snowed in parts of Europe as well last week.
Yep. We had it, but
Okay,
literally for 10 minutes, that was it.
Still. All right, so Milan has a couple of changes. Giroud is coming off, and Okafor is his replacement. We might be seeing some more. I don't know. Coach is talking to some substitutions on the sidelines. McKennie is coming on, and that's way off. Pretty good game by Weah, though, overall. McKennie's going to be able to inject a lot of fresh energy now. McKennie's first goal?
By the way, for me, even if Weah didn't produce like anything of which he helped a lot offensively, I think he still had a great game with how he kept Leao in check for the whole game. Like Leao had nothing.
Jeff asking good question. If we're playing 3-4-3, why sub Dusan and have Yildiz Dusan and Fede? We don't know. we don't know what the thinking is there. Maybe the post-match presser will give us some insight into that. I don't know. Hopefully this works out. And we don't play again until next Sunday. 8 days. So it's not really about resting players. Now, of course, Tuesday game, there might be slight fatigue. We don't know. We're not the training staff. He did say in his pre-match, though, that everyone had been recovered. McKennie crossing in. And it goes to Musa, who maintains control, pushes it up. Danilo gets a slide in to push it out for a throw. Big lofting ball into the box, didn't hit its target. Musa having a pretty decent game as well.
Yep.
Doing his job.
He's cleaning up their right side as well, pretty good.
Musa's throw gets cut out. Pieza loses man on the left, runs into a bit of space, long cross going to Milik. Oh, and it's a shot on. Another huge save by Sportiello. Can we get anything past this guy? That was a nice play.
Yeah, man.
Again, great pass, great shot.
He's saving their
shot
ass.
and a great save.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind McKennie getting his 8th assist this season.
And that counter attack by Milan is flaccid once more. Cut out and dribbled off to Tech, and we get control again. What a save. So no rush to start this off. Rabiot's just holding on to it.
Yep. No, and also like our midfield is completely like right now focused defensively and to not lose the ball. Like what we want to create, we created by the offensive players. The midfield is just try to be careful for now.
Mm-hmm. But McKennie and Rabiot, nice cut up by Leao. That goes for a corner. Fede coming in to take this one. Leao's getting tired as well. You can see it on his face. How much does he have left? Chiesa with the corner. Oh, it went off Gatti and Bremer. And Musa clears it out. Pulisic.
Juventus closed the gap very good.
Yeah, he gets cut out.
And we won the
Turns
ball.
it over.
Easy, man.
Pulisic has been quiet the second half for the most part. Chiesa on the right.
Now
Crosses
Chiesa over the
and
right.
Milik.
Oh.
Milik marked and can't get on it.
And that's what I'm saying. Can we play him? Can we play him more often on the right?
And yes, I mean, this is Chiesa on the right side, and that looks so much better. And that is another corner.
Every time he's on the right side, he produces something. Man.
Yildiz at the top of the box. Bad pass. And then there's a foul on Musa. Turns it over. That was a little soft. I don't know. That was really soft. No matter. 76 minutes done. Florenzi starts the play, gives it back to Sportiello. He moves it up. Loftus gets pushed over by Bremer, and there's another whistle. That one was a bit more of a foul because he did lose his man there. Yep, but even then,
I mean,
yeah, more so than the last one in any case.
Yep.
Daniil's having some words with the ref. He's not happy about it. Probably just killing some time. Bremer's still on the ground. Ankle sore. That's probably from getting stepped on last game. Speaking of bad reffing. But that was last game. And LJJ saying Bremer strong wasn't his fault. No, I mean, that's the thing. It's just big. It's not his fault that the other guy's small and is a bitch. Leao trying to get on this. Free ball. Bremer's there, pokes it through, saves the day, and it's just pushed back out. Milan maintain control. We get off that one, but here we go again.
That was too optimistic. Yeah, man. I think this is a problem right now. He's losing every ball. He has become slower. He lost his energy and everything.
So what do you put Keane on? Is he even fully recovered? And how is that? Like, if you're going to call the other ones and not call that one, Rabiot goes over. Now I start complaining about some of the reffing. Consistency dropping. Leao tries to curl one in. Goes off, I believe, Danilo.
Yeah.
And it's Milan corner.
That's what you don't want, having. That's what you don't want, having Leao at full speed in 1v1 versus Gatti. That's not what you want.
No, but you have to look back, right? Rabiot gets the feet taken out under him. People are out of position. And now there's a corner conceded. So, yeah, LJJ is saying F the referee. I do have to call the ref out on that one. That was a missed call. Especially on those two soft calls going Milan's favor. I'd like to see more consistency out of that. Florenzi. And there's McKennie kicking it downfield. Chiesa's going to chase down. It's pushed all the way back to Sportiello. Milan back deep. They're going to have to rebuild again. Yield is still doing a lot of running. And what a poor pass. Gatti with it. Frustrating for Milan today. Cannot connect a lot of their passes, especially in that final third.
Oh, yeah.
80th minute. Loftus-Cheek is on the ground now. And ref blows the whistle, stops the play. I don't know if there was a contact there, and here's
Milan's
Miretti.
definitely satisfied with the 1-1.
Oh, for
There's
sure.
Miretti.
The 0-0. So yeah, Miretti now. And who do we see come off? Is it Yildiz?
Man, I like Miretti so much. He just gotta get a little bit stronger, man. But I like him so much and the talent that he has.
And that is Yildiz coming off. Miretti can play a little bit higher up, so see what he does with it. We still have one more substitution. Who will it be? Milan's going to make a change now. It is Liao coming off. I think it is. He's standing there. Nope. That's Musa.
Oh, no, he's chilling again. Musa's goal.
Bartasagi coming on and Zeroli coming on for Loftus-Cheek. So, youth prospects. Loftus-Cheek going straight to the dressing room. He's banged up. And Chuck Weezy as well. They're making all their changes right now. Or did they? I don't know. Let's see. See what Chuck Weezy's coming on for. Pulisic. I know it's Pulisic. I always say it with the hard C.
Pulisic. Yeah, I know Pulisic is right, but every German commentator, when he played at Dortmund, Pulisic.
Yeah, but because he's American.
So that's how it like just stuck in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say it with the hard C. I don't care. All right. Back under play. UA with the ball. It's definitely going to add a bit of time, but all the changes kind of coming in at once for both teams. Ball in the box, headed away. Still not sure who our fifth substitution is going to be. And that is Miretti playing in the center. It's kind of second striker, attacking midfielder role, maybe. He has it now. Oh, and it goes out for a throw.
Oh, I think it's attacking midfielder.
Yeah. Playing in behind the striker. Loca, Fede. Danilo to Loca. Back to Fede. Locatelli crossing it over wide. Mac goes up, and is it another corner? Looks like it. This might be.
I can't actually believe that we are. I can't believe that we are pushing that much for the match with a 0-0 style the whole year, and now we are with our defenders at their box and trying to push for the goal. Crazy, man.
Oh, it doesn't settle nice, but Mac with it. Cambios with an outside curler, goes straight to Sportiello. Think about this though, right? If Juve can turn things around, if Allegri can get the team firing on all cylinders here towards the end, maybe even finish second, possibly win the Coppa Italia. Is that a bad campaign? Second place and the Coppa? That's a pretty good resume to keep a job.
No, we would have signed for that.
Because there's no guarantee we're getting Mata, right? And there is a guarantee if we get rid of Allegri, there's a huge financial burden. Oh, McKennie! Oh, settle down! Come on, put it in! Another save off the line!
Oh my god!
Oh my lord! They're claiming handball. I maybe saw an arm. I don't know how much was in that, but my lord. Chiesa with the cross. McKennie puts it on. Sportiello just fumbles it a bit. It went off the post and hit the hand, I think is what happened there.
No. Oh, man.
Another corner, but tight. Coming in. Oh, Jesus! Milik puts it wide. This is unreasonable. 4 minutes left. Not a bad attempt.
Come on, man.
Sportiello won this for Milan, hands down. Or not won it, but like potentially saved this point.
Oh yeah. Oh, for them it's 1.1 for us. It's 2 point lost.
Yeah, it keeps us at distance essentially for them. It keeps us having to fight for those positions. And that's the frustrating thing. We finally come up, second best team in the league. Come out firing. Very well should have won here. And not that I'm writing the game off. There's still a few minutes. But we should, in all rights, be cruising right now by the way this has gone. But credit to Sportiello.
Yep. And then we covered that point already, like so many times, like 100%. Like you're right, Champions League qualification is the most important we have to get, and with how it looks, I think the position we are in and how the 5th spot is, in my opinion, pretty much sealed. But still, you want to get in as many results just to be sure. And 3 points against Milan would be vital for that one.
It could be an extra $3 million getting second place, right? So if you could, and just for bragging rights.
Yep.
People write us out and still want to be a force to reckon with.
Besides the prize money for the Champions League, like you get way more sponsors and everything as well. Like you are on the big stage in European football, you get more sponsors, you earn more money, you even more tickets for more competitions and everything. It's financially just it's a must. It's a must for us.
Tying minutes now. Is there anything left? Chiesa. Feeds it to Danilo. Puts it lazily wide. They think it's a corner, Juve does, but not sure. Yeah, that kind of looked like it was a handball. His arm was into the body. That overhead view kind of looked good there. So, Bowen said he shared something in Discord. I'm not going to look at that yet. Not at this.
That was an incredible save on the line. Give us a couple of minutes.
Yeah, not a great cross there. Corner. Chiesa comes back, wins the ball, and where was the call there? They're giving the ball to Milan for what?
For what?
For that? Bremer again? Like, is this guy? I'm just going to call this guy racist at this point.
Oh god! No.
It's on Liao, so he's not racist, clearly.
Oh. Dude, he was great for 75 minutes, and now he went off the ball.
Yeah, he just shot the bet at the end. Loca trying to settle it down. Cambiasso McKenny working the box. Was that a handball? Not called. Don't think it was either. Wasn't blatant. Cambiasso still with it. 4 minutes added. And that one's a little too heavy. 4 minutes. Yeah, and 4 minutes seems a little short. No, I don't think that hit an arm.
Because the more minutes we get, the higher the chance that we win.
Yeah, I feel like the ref has made a downward turn this last 15 minutes. He had a very clean game, and then all of a sudden...
Oh, yeah.
Scripting. Yeah, let the conspiracy theories fly. It's frustrating.
And at the 75th minute, the referee decided to be the murder.
So finally, call for Juve. That one was clear on Milik. Fede trying to dictate a lot on the left. Laid off to him. He's going to cross. Cross again. Milik can't get on it. He's barreled over. If that was Bremer doing it defensively, that would have been a call. But here's Gatti. He can't get the cross in, but it lays nicely. McKenny, Danilo, cycling it around the box again. The bus is parked, of course. Milan playing for the tie, which they're lucky to have at this point.
Oh, they did that the whole game. They didn't even try it.
Chiesa again. He's got Moretti there. Doesn't exercise that option. Pushes it back. Locatelli back to Chiesa. Cuts in, and he puts it over the bar. Decent attempts. But need
90
a little bit better
seconds
at the end of the day. Yeah. And of course, Milan are going to take their time with it. Oh, Bones made a clip. He must have said something funny.
By the way, we have 51% ball possession, so that's the problem. The more we have the ball, the less we create.
Yeah, we need like a 46 or something.
Or a 40. Give me a good 40.
Few seconds left now. Milan with the ball. Gatti running back. Oh, doesn't clear it properly. And
Dude, you could have saved that to a throw in. That could have been.
That was just a bit of a misplay.
Oh god! In the last 10 seconds, brother.
This might be the last play.
Yep,
Lorenzi.
Fotmov said it's the last
punched away. And that's it.
Yep. That's it.
Juve versus Sportiello. 0-0.
Juve versus Sportiello.
Yeah. No. What we expected, finally playing a decent ass game for once in a couple months. Ah, man.
Yep. Yeah, man, we created pretty good, I think. I just wished that we could have fought.
Lots of frustrations. I mean, at the end of the day, like you can say missing sitters. There was a lot of attempts on net. Sportiello stole that game. Yes, we can nitpick, but let's be real.
Yeah. No, there were like 100% sitters there that we have to be furious about or anything like that. Like Sportiello had a great game and saved a couple of ours, but there wasn't like the 1000%ers that we missed or anything like that. Like we created, but it wasn't like actual 100%ers.
And give credit to the second string defenders for Milan. They let some stuff slip, but they kept it tight enough. They closed down. Yep. We call them sitters, but at the same time, they did just enough to take away a bit of space. Of course, not. I'm going to blame the ref here. They called Bremer a lot for being strong, but they didn't call Milan at all for being strong.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I know all of you are shitting on Milan's defense, but their second or third string defense that they had out today is still better than what Cagliari and Empoli and we can go on and on had, and we still couldn't create on those as well. So yeah, man.
Yeah, like they're not Inter, right? We don't have to completely trash them just for the sake of trashing them. They are a good team. They're substitutes, second string, third string. They're still extremely serviceable. They're the second place team for a reason, right?
Florenzi is still good.
Yeah, Sportiello. I mean, their second string players showed up. We have 1.19 expected goals against Sportiello. 18 shots. We did well today. Sportiello, look, 8.3 by Sportiello. He probably should have got a 9, to be honest.
Yep. Oh yeah. He was the best player of both teams today. Of both teams.
But let's look at their offense. Pulisic 6'9", Giroud 6, Leao 6'3". Loftus-Cheek gets a 7. But our defense definitely did their job. Defensively, obviously we did well. Offensively, we did well. Our midfield made passes today.
Hey, our midfield made passes today. Our midfield, theirs under control. Like our midfield didn't let them anything, and their midfield is great at creating. And we had like completely the handcuffs on Pulisic, Leao, and Giroud the whole game.
Pulisic wasn't even a factor today.
Anything. Yeah. And Leao had also like a couple of like empty dribbles, but we didn't give him anything either.
Yeah. So again, it's frustrating. It's just, let's not look at scapegoats. We've been talking about this a lot. We can't just throw scapegoats out there. If you're going to scapegoat anything, it's in the positive light of Sportiello saving that match for Milan. Just straight up, I can't give him enough credit for what he pulled off today. That was insane. And yeah, Giroud never even got the ball. Bremer was all over him, but again, because Giroud's French and is a bitch, he couldn't stay on his feet, and the ref was okay with calling against us. Again, I don't mind Giroud, but at the end of the day, he flopped. Leao was flopping. Milan was playing the flop game, and they were getting the calls in their favor. You have to beat the ref. I know we've said this. You got to beat the ref. We didn't beat the ref. We didn't beat Milan. We didn't beat Sportiello. It's 0-0. So looking now, Atalanta still with the match in hand at 59 points. They can leapfrog Roma. So, I mean, to say that we're just fighting to stay above 6th place, again, let's not be dramatic, guys. It's not,
and also it's just the team played with a different confidence today. Like, I don't know what if they had something good to eat or whatever it was, but they played with a different confidence as well today.
Absolutely. So we got to take the pauses away with it, right? It's frustrating that we couldn't make up that ground. So 64 points. Atalanta.
And Roma would play And Roma will play Napoli, so maybe take some points off of them. Yeah, Bologna tomorrow against Udinese.
Yeah.
I think Bologna will win.
And I
that one
misspoke. Sorry,
easily.
I was looking at goals for at 59.
What are the points?
Atalanta, even if they do win today. So Roma still takes 5th place. So they're at 58. We're at 64. We play them next weekend. So again, if we beat Roma,
yep,
it's still not bad.
Yep.
Let's take this 1 week at a time.
And
really,
and Roma and Bologna will still play each other, I believe.
Okay, so I promised we'll do a call, and we're going to do a proper like post game call, and we're going to bang all this out while we can today, because we can. It's a nice Saturday. I'm back fresh from vacation, so there's the link. Come on in if you wish. And if you're just like fuck it, we don't want to talk to you. Screw it. Screw you guys.
Should we close the stream for a second and then we can have the new stream and
that
cut
confuses people
to the shorts with yeah.
Oh, just for the shorts? No, whatever. The shorts thing, we can do that manually. Don't worry about that. That confuses people. It fucks everything up. Everyone's here. Jeff said I'll be in the call around 10 minutes. So there we go. Yeah, apparently StreamYard will make shorts for you automatically until your thing is like 10 minutes or longer, and then it's just, or 2 hours or longer, and then it's just like, no, we don't want it. We don't want it. It's too hard for us.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I but only inside of 2 hours.
It just means that we talk too much sometimes. Okay, let's see what Bones got for us actually. What kind of clip we made. I'm gonna bring this up. Just give me a second as I get it ready. Can't get our own stuff copyrighted, right?
Oh, I think we should be fine with our own stuff.
What happened? Oh boy. It's not. Sorry, I'm fucking this up. I almost have it. I just clicked some buttons. I do that sometimes, guys. I'm sorry. I'm old. I clicked the wrong button.
Yeah. What did we do that he got a clip of it? Okay.
I don't know. Is there audio on this as well? Oh man, pressing the wrong buttons again. Okay, here we go. Financial burden. Oh, McKenny! Oh, settle down. Come on, put it in. Another financial burden. That's it. I just told him to put it in. Come on. I mean, I was yelling at him to put it in.
Man.
That's it. I mean, we need better. Come on.
We are on already for 2 hours and hey, we are live for 2 hours and 18 minutes and you
I've said way worse than that.
Sorry, 3 words.
Way worse.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So yes, we should have won this game. Milan's second goalkeeper never plays that well. I know. It's just, but he did. It sucks. It just sucks that he did play that well. We should have smashed that.
Yeah, it happens. I'm very good like with the performance. Like the performance was actually good, I think. Yeah, we could have, of course, like scored one of them at least. But yeah, we know we are deadly and on top like sport. Yeah, that was incredible. Like we were great. They didn't have like a single big chance, I believe, in the end, according to Fortnite. And I didn't have zero big chances. And I also didn't have the feeling that they were like dangerous at all. Like Milan didn't do anything. Defensively, it was, and offensively, it was one of those. It just wasn't there. Sportiello just saved everything.
The team overall played well. Yes, again, you can nitpick. We missed maybe a couple sitters, a couple of miscues there, but we swapped things around. It worked out. Frankie, what's your final numbers? He put some scoring bets up there. He said Dusan Vlahovic will get more than 19.5 passes attempted and Leao would have 30.5 passes attempted. So how did he make out on the betting line today, Frankie? Because I think that was the halftime. Yeah, at the half. So I think he won Leao because at the half he had 30. Let us know. Let us know your betting lines.
Hold up. Let me go to the stat. I have the stats, but for the whole game, not for the half. Oh, no, I can. First half.
And for the record, I'm going through the predictions. Nobody predicted 0-0. So unchanged. KB still in the lead.
So
with 5.5 points.
So Vlahovic only tried 13 passes, connected on 7 in the first half. So I'm sad to say that it didn't hit, unfortunately.
Not too bad. 50-50, I guess, on that one. Well, I don't know. It's a hard one. Oh, you got another message in Discord.
Yeah, but there's about this game.
It's, I mean, we're almost kind of we're so used to just yelling at shit, and today there's not as much to yell at, and we're still in the exact same position.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm calm. The game was okay. It didn't kill me.
I'm listening to Milan fans. This is in the Serie A one. He's saying Bremer didn't even get a yellow, and he had 4 fouls, 2 of them ugly. So say Bremer is huge, and Milan is a bunch of bitches. There.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean,
while you are here at it,
yeah, might as well.
Please come on, join us on our Instagram as well. And subscribe on underneath the stream, underneath the video, please. Hey, man, we love you all. We need the community here. We want to grow with you guys. So join our Instagram as well. We put exclusive clips there as well. There you get the posts for the shows, our times, everything. And yeah, man, join us there. We will cover some new semi-exclusive clips as well. So join us on Instagram as well under danddsportshow.
Yeah, Instagram. Well, I mean, while we're here,
there
we
was
have to
the
give
sellout.
You the Discord where we put in our predictions again. Up for the prediction award is one of these. Get my head out of the way. One of those jerseys on my wall. If you want to win one of those, get in there. I'm just gonna double check what we have. The scores. I know KB is winning.
Did anybody?
Okay,
predict
so we
0-0?
have. No, not today. So KB is up at a 5.5. So if you get a goal scorer, you get a 0.5 point. Bones is at 3. Dave, you're at 3. You guys are the closest.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, come on, somebody.
Hey, I retired 15 game days ago. I didn't predict anymore. Now that I am part here as well, I stopped.
I mean, you're allowed to predict. You're just not going to win anything. that's it. We all put our predictions in anyways. We both said a 1-1 for this one.
The 1-1, and technically we were right with the tie, but
technically, you know what? Let's since we're on it, let's get into some of the rumors. I'm gonna bring up some of the rumor mill now. Because some of these are worth. We don't have to wait. I feel like if we wait on some of these rumors, they might not be as fun to talk about. So, let me just scroll back because there's some fun ones in here. So Thiago Motta, of course, is still all over the rumor mill. Juventus apparently still number one in that fight, but Milan, of course, looking for a new coach as well. So, does he go? Does he go? I think that's the question. Is Motta even go anywhere next season? Because for all we know, Bologna finishes third. They could very well still finish third.
Yep.
And that's huge.
They can finish, if anything goes wrong, they can even still finish second as well. And I don't believe Milan as well to take off of it, but yeah, they are 100% in the Champions League, and then you have to think if you want the added pressure of coaching at the big club in the Champions League, or if you just want to chill at Bologna and you're in the Champions League anyway. I don't know, and maybe, who knows, maybe Milan will give him the job.
Just kind of threw me in here. Damn, I thought I'd be in the back room. Oh, hi guys.
Hey,
Habibi.
How you doing? Welcome in.
Just ready to take a nap. No, I'm kidding.
I hope you didn't fall asleep.
No, I didn't. This was really weird as a game, to be honest with you. Like the 3-4-3, like I saw how it worked. At the same time, I saw how it wasn't good. I think the big takeaway is someone needs to tell Fede, look what happens when you keep your head up and pass.
Yeah,
right.
We were trying to be positive today, Dash.
Sorry, negative. Yes, got to play my persona. But I mean, I think the one big positive, if anything, is how much Cambiaso's stock got raised this game because of his ability to play as a center midfielder and actually, make penetrating passes into the opposition box. Whether or not the players were able to receive it or not, there was opportunity, there was movement, right? Mm-hmm. And I still kind of hold Luka to like, hey man, I'm gonna need you to start doing that. But overall, the movement was there. It was just kind of the finishing wasn't. But that's the risk you run when you play pragmatic games like this, right? You have two pragmatists essentially playing against each other, and it's one of those things where you got to be able to create half chances and score out of those half or quarter chances. And, it didn't happen. It is what it is. But at this point, I think it's just get to the season, just get to the end, focus, put all your eggs in the Copa. I mean, barring an absolute catastrophic failure, you're not in sixth place. Like, let's be honest here.
Well, we hope not, because things have slipped. They haven't gone catastrophic. Like, catastrophic means you're losing everything. Everyone's injured. You have no chance. It's not there yet. Obviously, it's still tentative. It's not where we want to be. We still have to put the effort in and show up week after week. But I mean, I'm personally not freaking out at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, it sucks, right? Optically, it sucks, but you're still getting points as much as, like, for example, you can have some folks across the pond and say, but defeatist mentality, not having high standards for the club. Like, you could have that mindset into it, but what's the difference, right? Like, for example, between second, third, fourth, or fifth, between 2 to 3 million, 4 or 5 million. I mean, at the end of the day, all that prize money is going to go away because of all the Allegri outers. Sacking Allegri is going to cost us like 20 million, but they don't think about that when it comes to giving folks the sack. But it's, again, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much now. We're just kind of at that home stretch where we're not sweating bullets, and also the teams that we're competing for top four still have to play against each other. So somebody's going to drop. In my opinion, I hope they draw against each other because that helps us. Because the more games that they draw or drop essentially puts it more out of reach. I mean, your only direct competitor, Bologna and Roma, we're playing against both of them, and they also have to play against each other as well. I think Atalanta might slow down the pace a little bit because they're going to try to focus on the Europa League. I think for them, the final is attainable for them. So why not put their eggs in that basket? So I could see Atalanta slipping up in just more of let's focus on the Europa League. Let's rotate the players. I think the one thing, it depends, right, is how well Scamacca is going to carry that form if you're thinking about Atalanta. But yeah, I'm not too worried. Roma's got Europa League against Leverkusen. there's going to be a drop. I don't see them winning every single game up until then either. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I just put this up so people know what they're looking at. This is Shitty Milan fans from the Syria Discord. He asked if that's my dog on in that picture, and then he said I should castrate that thing. So, Bruv from Milan, if you hate animals, then you're the one that should fucking die. Said it. All right, moving on.
Damn.
Let me ask you guys. What do you guys think of Loka this match? Same as usual.
So
He was better.
it was okay. This was basically one of the perfect he had before January. This was like he's half visible. He played a couple of passes, but most importantly, I think we had complete control over them. Like we didn't give them any space, like defensively and covering the spaces. Like from that standpoint, we were great. We didn't give them anything, but of course, like we also didn't create a lot with our midfield. The best we were in midfield was when Cambiaso was playing there. He created like some passes and tried some cuts with Vlahovic. I think Wea was good on the right side. But yeah, Locatelli and Rabiot both were like okay. They weren't great, but it was the performances we had basically in the first part of the season.
I think the one hypothesis that I have here that I saw that I got out of this game is if he's listening or watching or anything, you might think I can say this, but hypothetically speaking, if we sit Rabiot and you play a midfield three of McKennie, Locatelli, and Cambiaso, where Cambiaso and McKennie are essentially your pivots where they're facilitating or orchestrating play up and down the field, or I think, hypothetically thinking, that might actually be more beneficial than what today's midfield was. Because, like, for example, Cambiaso was a creative outlet or overlay essentially on the right side. Wea was able to synergize well with Cambiaso. So for me, I'm thinking is that you run McKennie and Cambiaso in the midfield, and then you have Kostic, McKennie, and then you have Wea on the opposite flank. And I think you might be able to facilitate more ball movement because as much as, Rabiot has his tangibles, the dude's got stiff legs. And stiff legs with stiff Kostic legs, you just get super stiff legs. And if you're going to continue a 3-5-2, I think more and more as this season goes on, it shows how Rabiot is essentially a luxury piece. And I don't think he's necessary for what you're trying to do later down the road. But you're going to need more fluid players that have ball. Like, for example, if you get Lazar Semerdic, that Rabiot's gone on that left side. Like, at this point, I think Cambiaso is essentially put his stock in for being able to play anywhere across the middle of the field, which I think makes him extremely valuable. And I would hate it if he sits there and says, hey, I want to go to Real Madrid, because if he goes to Real Madrid, I think his career would absolutely pop off because he's essentially Camavinga, but Italian and can play on the right side as well. So that would just be nuts. And I really hope they do whatever they can to keep Real from getting him, but I just don't think he gets enough credit. I think Cambiaso is the ultimate utility player.
Yep. He's a Swiss knife.
More than just utility, even, really. Because he's got some technicality, too. I wish he could add more technicality in his shooting, but, utility plus, I guess you could say. Cambiaso for Loca's spot? Anyways, Jeff, welcome. Welcome in. Sorry.
No, I was gonna let Dash cook on that one. So yeah. How's everybody doing?
Doing all right.
The usual. Yeah.
Yeah.
The usual.
Yeah, I don't know. The game was I wasn't boring by any means. I just found it just different. That's what I want to say. The word different. It was a lot different. Chiesa played a lot better, but I have to take it with a grain of salt because you have to also think about the Milan's back four was like second and third string. So I was kind of expecting them to actually pop off. I was kind of disappointed in Dusan. He should have done a little bit better. I think he should have stayed, personally. I think he should have stayed when he was in the 3-4-3 lineup and just played between Yildiz and Chiesa during that period of time. And then when Miretti came in, they could have changed them then. That's what I thought that could have done with the substitution. But it was a bit unlucky, too. And we also need to learn how to finish the ball in the back of the net. That's also another thing. We can't, I don't know. It's just, we have a hard time finishing the ball. That's what I felt. I didn't think Milan was very threatening. I didn't find anything regarding them as a threat. Leao wasn't really that good. Pulisic wasn't really that good. The midfield did better. They didn't do horrible. They did much, much better. Maybe they might do 3-4-3 in the future, but I highly doubt it. So, yeah.
I think objectively, right? We got to be honest. Like, this game doesn't really mean much to Milan. If they lose, it is what it is, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
In all honesty, right? They're 5 points ahead of us. Well, yeah, they're 5 points ahead of us. You know, if they lose, there might be a little bit of a run for third place because what's 3-4 games left tops. So it's like for Milan, it's kind of like for them, they're just kind of like, hey, nobody get injured. We've got international football to worry about, and that's really it. Because that's one of the reasons why I didn't see that much of a teeth attack from Milan. And I'm not saying this to dog us down, right? It's just looking at it objectively, where it's like they're kind of on the same boat as us, but a little bit more closer to port than we are, or as the airplane nerds over here would like to say, they are closer to the runway than we are, per se. Still going to the same destination. It's just, Air Milan is like a few nautical miles closer to the runway than we are. So for them, they're just essentially putting it on autopilot. And I think I think that's kind of what we did the first half, per se, first 45, first 50 minutes. And then we kind of started picking up a little bit of tempo at the end. For me, I just can't stand Matteo on commentary. Like, that guy is just irritating the living hell out of me. It's just, I'm trying to watch the game and the guy's so goddamn annoying. Oh man, what if Keith started the whole match?
I know. I noticed that. I was watching the match and they were like, oh, what if Juve played like this the whole season? I'm like, bro, we would have been cooked.
Dude, it was like, he reminds me of the Ken Patrick of Serie A commentators. Like, he is like legitimately Ken Patrick. He is so goddamn annoying, and I feel like his partner thinks he's annoying too, but just doesn't want to do anything. It's gosh, man, it was just terrible. Because it's like, you listen to that stuff, and you're kind of like, okay, this doesn't make sense. And then, like, my favorite gaffe that he had was when Milik and Dusan swapped. He's like, see, this is amazing. You get to play Yildiz, Chiesa, and Dusan at the same time. I'm like, good Lord, you idiot. Dusan got subbed off. Are you not watching this? Like I said, hey, but that guy wants to, take jabs at everyone else saying that they're unemployed for making fun of somebody for celebrating an Inter Scudetto. But, such is the standard over there.
That was such a weird thing to say. You're all unemployed. Like, how was that? I don't know. Like, I just don't even know what to say. Jeff,
I think with that's the guy from IFTV, if I'm correct.
No, Matteo works for Paramount.
Okay. So he's the one that was he was the one on the Inter Milan game where he was kind of like celebrating, giggling, and then he LARPs as a Juventino.
LARPs.
So that's what I'm trying to get the idea, because that's bad for optics. Don't do that. I mean, watch it, I don't care, but don't post it, don't show it around people. That's just watch it and just act normal. I don't care if you watched it, but if you act like that, if you're acting like you're celebrating, like you're low-key happy, that's sus. That's really, really sus. I can't explain that. So yeah.
Well, of course, guys. Sorry, I should. I'll throw that back out again. The lines are open if you do want to come in, let some frustrations out. Everyone is welcome, just like Jeff here. Who, I haven't actually talked to you in a while, Jeff. How's it going? I was almost in your country.
I
saw your country from a distance.
Oh yeah, did you? Nice.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful. I'm sure Macedonia's got to be really nice too. So, but have you went to Greece by any chance?
I did, yeah.
Okay, you got to like it there. Athens is pretty good as well.
I didn't. Well, wasn't that.
Yeah,
far,
I went to check the Olympiacos Stadium there like 5 years ago. It was pretty beautiful.
Oh, nice.
It was passionate, crazy fans, everything, the whole 9 yards. But it was pretty good.
Sweet. Yeah, there was Olympiacos versus PAOK, and I walked into a bar, and it was intense.
Oh, yeah, they're psychotic. They are. I wanted to say one thing about it.
Yeah, you had to go to the stadium to that.
I wanted to mention one thing about this season because it kind of came in my mind, in my head. I was thinking about it. I'm like, the thing is, it's like the first half of the season was exceeded expectations, while like the second half was bare minimum. I get the bare minimum vibe. Like the moment where we won, celebrating while we were losing to Lazio 2-1 in Coppa Italia, that just came in my mind. I'm like, we're literally just competing for the bare minimum.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Well, I know Milan feels that way too, though. And that's something we have to, keep into, this whole psyche that we're kind of in the same position. This whole weekend, we're all kind of in the same position, right? Yes, they're slightly better in the standings right now, but they're super frustrated. Their coach is probably going to get fired. The only team, and this is the thing, the team out of everyone, so yes, Inter, obviously, they have the Scudetto. They're doing good. The one team that's really happy about themselves outside of Inter is Bologna, because they're hitting so high above their weight right now. And Atalanta's probably not super upset right now, but like Roma has had a shitter of the season. Lazio has.
I would argue and say Inter had a shit house of a season too, man. They crashed out of Champions League to shit house ball, and they got flopped out of Coppa Italia. Like,
oh yeah.
When you look at it objectively, right, numbers-wise, performance-wise, like their team is pretty damn good performance-wise, and the only thing they can go for it is a Scudetto. Like, for them, that must be extremely disappointing, because it's like you went to the Champions League final last season, air quotes, I'm saying with big air quotes, according to Paramount Plus, they were the best team in Italy for a very long time. They were one of the best offensive teams outside of Napoli. So it's like, you get shithoused by Diego Simeone, and then you get beat by Motta in the Coppa Italia. I mean, yeah, they won the Scudetto, but like that's it, right? Like that's really it.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah,
I did expect more from Inter to make it to the semifinals. Actually, in the Champions League, I expected them to go and compete with PSG. Was it? I think it was against PSG, right? Because I don't remember.
Well, they got knocked out, buddy. Like for me, if I was,
no, it was against Atletico. It was against Atletico.
It was against Atletico, and if they would have won, they would have won up
completely
against Dortmund.
The penalty.
Okay. I got it. Never mind.
The way that they're pragmatic in the counter, like the only team that I could have seen really like take them out was Madrid, Bayern possibly, and Manchester City. Right, those were going to be your bigger teams. Just PSG was too inexperienced, but yeah, for them, I would also consider this partially a success. I mean, yeah, they finally won the title after a couple of years, but I think they kind of, bled expectations. I think the biggest highlight of this season is that any journalist that covers Juventus clearly does not know shit. I think that's the biggest thing. Because the amount of backpedaling, front pedaling, backpedaling. I mean, you had German Dave and I were talking about it. Romeo was taking his words back, and then I think Calcio Mercato or something last night or a couple nights ago was like, "Oh, it's a done deal. It's going to happen." And then now you report that, "Oh, by the way, Allegri doesn't want to resign. If you sack him, you have to drop 20 million." So it's like now it's just kind of like. So what you're telling me is we're no different than where we were 6 months ago, 2 months ago, a week ago, 20 hours ago, because you guys can't do your due diligence, or nobody wants to. Yeah, a year ago.
Bro, I don't understand this. This does not make any sense. They're saying people are mad that Allegri chooses not to resign and also want to take the money as well. Like wants to keep the $7 million. Like, of course he's going to keep the money. This makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, seriously, like the fans have like literally ridiculed this guy since summer 2014, and then like now they're continuously ridiculing him. Sometimes he deserves it, sometimes he doesn't, and then the fans expect him to resign in honor, and then not take the money. Like that's insane talk. That does not make sense to me. It's psychotic.
The only coach, and I've only seen it this season, that resigned and was just like, F it, I'm out, is Sarri. But even then, half of $3 million, where it's like Mourinho made Roma pay his release clause. Conte, when he left Inter, he's like, I got 2 seasons left. You're at least paying me a season and a half. And they did. So it's like, folks are sitting here thinking, oh yeah, by the way, his staff costs $20 million. What? Allegri should just, leave that on the table. With all due respect, folks, Allegri's staff need to put food on the table.
Yeah, they're not making the $7 million a year. They might make
exactly
tens, maybe hundreds of thousands a year, depending on how high they are up in that hierarchy.
Exactly.
And also, it's common sense. It's complete common sense. Please tell me, hey Dave, if your boss comes to you tomorrow and says, "Yeah, man, we don't need you. Sit your ass home. Don't come to work anymore." You're saying, "Hey, bet, but I take my money."
Yeah, I mean, and if you're in a situation, more importantly, if you're in a situation where there's people that work for you that won't be getting any money, especially if again they're making a more modest sum, a good leader wants to protect those people and get them what they deserve, what their contract was set out for. So, in a sense, that's something positive that we can say about Allegri, that he does care about his people. Now, yes, is he stubborn and maybe has made a few mistakes along the way? Sure. But find me a coach, even Rat-Face Inzaghi, that hasn't this season.
I told you, if Allegri went to Inter and Inzaghi went to Juve, we would have been in 7th place. I'm being honest.
I still have the opinion, because Milan opens up, and if Allegri is gone at the end of the season, if he goes to Milan, I think Milan challenges for the title, if not wins it. I think Milan is I think Milan is a very attractive option. If you are able to get a Xerxes-like striker and maybe one defender, one center back, because a lot of their center backs are coming back from injury, and you have an actual defensive coach, more so than Pioli, that you have essentially 2 out-and-out pacey wingers with very high creative ability. If you have a number 9 that's a facilitator, that team that's a very luxurious option to take as a job. I would be shocked if they don't replace that properly because of that. So, and I think that's why, like, for example, you see the Romeos and all of them backpedaling on Motta, because Juve is not an attractive job. Like, we have to take off our glasses and look at this objectively. Coming here is not attractive. You don't have the players that you want for your setup. The only person that could possibly make something work out of this is Conte with a 3-5-2. But I don't think he's beneficial to what we're trying to do, because you're going to be asking, for example, if Motta has a Milan offer and a Juventus offer in front of him, Milan already have the players that can play a 4-3-3. That's what Motta likes to do, or a variant of a 4-2-3-1. Again, what Motta likes to do. And you look at Juve, and Juve have a 3-5-2, and the best they can do is a 3-4-3. And to get to where Motta needs to do it, it's going to take 2 to 3 years of buying and investing players. And you're only giving Motta 2 years plus a 1-year option. And this is what I'm reading off of Twitter, right? This is the speculative contract offer. Or if Milan gives him a 3-year offer, like, come on. Like, if I'm Motta, I'm taking the 3. I'm not taking a 2+1. Especially since Juve are probably going to pay him $3.5 to $4 million tops. He's not going to be making that much. So we're not that attractive when you look at it. Or, for example, say that Bayern Munich throws their hat into the ringer for this. Because, like, for example, all these journalists that are saying, oh, yeah, the Motta's rejected or not giving Milan a shred of attention, then why isn't there any confirmation that Allegri will leave at the end of the season and Motta has signed a pre-contract agreement? Right? If they were so sure on that, because a lot of times when there is, like, for sure concrete movements, it's done. There's already an announcement. Like, for example, you'll see certain, like, for example, when Allegri left the first time, he left with 3 to 4 matches to go, and there was an actual confirmation for the club that Allegri is leaving. Where we haven't seen that now. It's not there. Because think about it. If Allegri says, I'm making you pay 20 million to sack me, Gintoli's going to say, well, shit, we're kind of in a debacle here. So you realize we have to pay Ronaldo 10 and you have to pay Allegri 20. That's 30 million off the docket right then and there. So financially, it makes more sense to run with him and let his contract expire and then set him out. If you're looking at it from a financial aspect.
Yep.
The people that say this stuff, though, are probably the ones that just use their credit card like it's free money and have no idea.
No, it's just fanboys. It's fanboys. They don't understand the aspects. It's not just the sporting aspect. You obviously got to look at the operations and the financial aspects when running a club. Yep. So you have to look at all three of them.
Yeah, I mean, Martin still trashing on Vlahovic's shooting. He had a couple, like the free kick was pretty good. Again, Sportiello. Again, we're nitpicking. He could have made a couple of those sitters. Man, that's just. I'd rather today, honestly, look at the positives. There were so many more positives than negatives today.
Yeah.
For once.
I just want to be petty and say, ever since he did the shirt celebration, he hasn't scored a single goal in open play since.
No, yeah.
I just want to put that out there. Like I said, if I'm the Juve technical staff, I am banning that celebration.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Hey, come on. Let's give him his free kick at least.
Yeah, that's why I said open play.
Yeah, open play. But I mean, I'll take anything. I would have taken that free kick today as well.
I think with the Malta deal, though, if we're going to get Malta, then I'm sure Giuntoli would have to know what he's doing exactly. And I think what's holding back a lot of the deals is like trying to have that to secure the top four. If we can secure the top four, I feel like there's going to be a completely different perspective. Like have everybody will be able to plan once you're able to secure the top four, and then you're able to plan things out and know what type of player to have.
And to kind of further on that, right? If Monta does come, I believe one of the three will be sold between Dusan, Chiesa, or Bremer.
I'm calling Bremer. I think Bremer gets sold.
Because one of the three has to go.
Well, I see Bremer getting sold for a few reasons. Reason number one, he can't play a back four, and reason number two, he is in demand. So I think if you're gonna sell Bremer, I think now is the perfect time.
Or hear me out, hear me and German Dave out. You convert Bremer into a regista. He's got the best regista passing on the entire.
Why not? Yeah, that'll be great, dude. Yeah, while at it, I think Danilo can do a good job with being a regista as well. So.
Mm-hmm. The crazy thing, Jeff, I don't know if you saw Wednesday's show. We had a whole segment where we compared Locatelli numbers because there were some Locatelli stats online, which said that he's one of the best progressive passers and everything. And we compared his stats, and honest to God, Bremer was better than him in every single progressive passing stat. He was either ahead of him or just one place behind him. The whole league. Bremer has like the third most touches in whole Serie A. The man has that's incredible actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he's definitely not being a regista.
And a better pass accuracy than Chiesa as well.
No. Chiesa,
sorry, I shut on
Chiesa. This game he did actually better. It was like a completely different Chiesa. But then again, I can't really give you a good metric because we're up against a back four that was like second and third string players. So I can't really. I have to take it with a grain of salt. Chiesa can only play on the wings. Whether it's good or whether it's bad, he can't play as a striker, as a second striker whatsoever. I will say it every day. No. He can't do it.
No, he can't. And what my argument is, have you seen today again, every time you switch him to the right side, he all of a sudden starts performing. He's doing cuts, he runs towards the touch lane, then passes it into the box, or he crosses from the edge of the box. He's so much better on the right side than on the left side, and I don't understand. Like, Yeah, it's a bit experimental with the two-man pivot with Locatelli and Rabiot. But at some point, if you do experiments anyway, like against Cagliari and teams like that, why not trying to use Chiesa on the right?
I think Chiesa. Well, not Chiesa. I was thinking like with the 3-4-3, they could do that with like relegation side teams and be more attacking, have more of an attack minded way. But like I don't know. I think Allegri sometimes like overthinks it, or he's just stubborn.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do we think about this? Vlahovic doesn't have the motor for Arsenal. I don't know. He might.
Dude,
maybe I just want him to go to
don't care
Arsenal.
about motor right now. They don't care about motor right now. They just want an actual 9 that can put the ball in it. That's all they want right now.
If you're gonna go to Arsenal, you can get the bag, but you're not gonna win any titles. Sorry. They're always gonna be the almost had it team, the almost wanted. That's what they are. They're almost. That's Arsenal. That's what it is.
Faith.
Almost FC.
Still have faith. I'm just checking the standings. Yeah, so they haven't played yet. Arsenal 77, Man City 76 with the game in hand. So it's doable.
I don't see it. No. I think Arsenal chokes.
They have a better goal differential, 82-26 to 80-32. So hey, it's still there. They might choke, but I'm trying to keep the faith there.
No, they'll choke. It's just Arsenal. They can't. They did it in 2006 against Barcelona. Nah, they'll never win.
Have some faith, man.
I don't like Arsenal anyways.
I don't like Man City more, and that's sort of what it comes down to. Is I'd rather Arsenal over Man City, and I do have a bit of a thing for Arteta in the project that he's kind of worked on for the past few years. I kind of want that to happen as a proof of concept of what can happen if you just play the long game, you put the pieces together, and you just you let it simmer. You don't have to go flambe right away. You just let it simmer on the stovetop for a little bit, right?
Absolutely. You have to have patience. I agree. I mean, you have no other choice. Otherwise, like you're going to constantly spend lots and lots of cash and then just hire a new coach and then pay the one that you fired previously. So it's not even working for Chelsea. Look at it. Like look at what what's going on with them.
Yeah.
They just hire and fire coaches as they please. Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, so sure, you're saying oil money is greater than long game. How about PSG?
Yeah. I will say, though, with Man City, obviously, I think Pep is a really good coach, and they are bringing the right players, the right profile. They just are way too expensive, like unnecessarily overspending. Like it's not necessary to overspend, regardless.
No, and you see that across all sports where they just start dumping money into things and it just never works out. Like I always like to point out the New York Rangers before the cost cap came in. I don't know I'm going back to hockey here, but they had just so much more money spent on players and they couldn't win a thing. So this goes back 34. It's been going back to the beginning of time, dumping money into something without having the right chemistry.
Well, you need like a good foundation. You have to have a good foundation in management. You got to have a good foundation in the coach. You have to have a good foundation in the financials. And
Man City has that for the most part.
No, they do. And I hate Madrid. I hate them, but they do it good. They do it so well. They are good. They literally, on paper, they should have lost the City, but the way they handled themselves in that match was like perfect. They executed everything. And that goes from sporting, financial, and operations. They just do everything well. They do it right.
Okay. Parma's bigger than Arsenal. Yeah, it's easy to hate a lot of teams. Like it's again, if we're comparing Arsenal to Man City in terms of fans, Which one's worse? I mean, that's what the
Oh,
conversation is.
both
Which
are
one's
horrible.
worse?
Both are horrible. The problem is Manchester City fans are entitled and act like they have one of the biggest clubs in football history, which they don't. They just started winning. Sorry, but no matter how many titles you win in the next 10 years, you have still less than Manchester United and Liverpool. I'm sorry, you're still not a historically great club, no matter how much you win right now. Number one, that. And Arsenal is still living off of their invincible season. Yeah,
I was gonna say the
great.
exact same thing. They're living in the past. That's what it
Oh,
is.
absolutely.
They're
Absolutely.
still wearing their
They
Thierry
live in the
Henry number
past.
14 jersey.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they don't have anything else to latch on. They crashed out in Champions League again. They didn't even play last year's Champions League. And their fans are just so noisy, man. Arsenal fans are atrocious. And Man City, like I said, are just completely entitled. Like they think of them as the best club in the world and best fans in the world. You go to the stadium is dead.
What are you talking about? Man City doesn't have fans. Man City's does not have history. If it is, it's local
Yep.
in Manchester. And
Yep.
Yeah,
in
they
the
do
city of
have
Manchester.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
They're
history
plastic.
there,
They're
but
fake. They're Kim Kardashian fans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
when you're looking at
you're
the
right.
modern
You're
history of
absolutely
it,
right.
for sure. Yeah.
There's no history. There's no glorious history. Like Arsenal has more history than
there's
Man
not.
City.
No, but I'm saying like the team,
Yeah.
it's an old team. It's it's being around. There's history, but it's not like a Real Madrid history, for instance, or even a Juve history.
No.
It's not. Not Bayern Munich. It's not Man United. It's not Liverpool. It's
Dude,
none
they
of that.
they don't even have the history of Dortmund. Dortmund won more Bundesliga titles than Manchester City won Premier League titles. Dortmund won more Champions Leagues or European Cups than Manchester City have.
I don't know.
Brother, before talk, dude, Dortmund has a stadium that can fit 80 to 85,000 fans, and it's sold out every single goddamn time. And they are comparing themselves to the biggest club in the world. What are they talking about, man?
No. Like I said,
Dude,
City's done a pretty good job.
Like Kamaboko said, Tottenham has a bigger history than Manchester City up until now. Tottenham is historically, because they are that much longer in the Premier League, number one, and second, they most people don't like to hear that. Our London club have a great stadium, have great fans and everything, and actual fans that support the club. They sell more tickets, and Tottenham is the bigger club than Manchester City. They're not as successful right now.
Oh, they're not. They're even worse than Arsenal. They're even far worse than Arsenal. If you're going to Tottenham, if you're going to Aston Villa, if you're going to any of the EPL teams, just get your bag, but you're not expected to win anything. Like that's it. You're not winning anything at Tottenham. You're not winning it. You might win at Arsenal. They might actually do good. Like with all honesty, they could do well.
Yeah,
they have
Arsenal is so OP'd right now. They will win like something at least, even if it's not the Premier League title this year. But they will win something. I believe they are so overpowered right now, and they have all the money in the world. Now they have actually a basis on which they can build or buy. Dude, imagine they get an actual striker, in that case Vlahovic, for example, and put him up front. The brother will score 20 goals for Arsenal every year.
I think so. Yeah, he could definitely do that.
If you have Jorginho, Martin Odegaard behind you in midfield, Declan Rice behind you in midfield, from the right side you have Bukayo Saka assisting you. You have from the left Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard assisting you. Dude, Vlahovic will score 20 to 25 goals there. He doesn't even have to chase the goals. The ball just will arrive him at his feet, and he has to put it in.
On the bright side, we could get Jorginho, and then just keep Allegri.
Hey, if they give me 60 million and Jorginho, hey, have Vlahovic.
I guess we could get Xerxes. I guess that could be the trade-off afterwards. And then,
I think we can't forget Xerxes Actually, there were 2 days ago news in Germany that a couple of clubs are on him, and there are bids of around 70 million euros for him, for Xerxes.
Jeez.
I mean, okay, fine, go get him for 70, but like for him, for his like career, where's he gonna go? PSG, he's gonna ruin his career.
Oh, absolutely,
Like,
you're right. For him,
you
it
have
would
to,
be it
because
would be
like,
better to
yes,
come to Juve. Yeah,
because you're an upcoming talent. You don't also want to think about, oh my god, I'm getting paid 10 15 million
yeah,
10 15 million, like, euro salary. Sometimes it's okay, I'll
yeah,
get paid 7 to 6 million euros, but there's a good foundation and a good project. It doesn't have to be Juve, but it could be any other team. It could even be a Dortmund, and you have a good foundation, and then you're able to build
yeah,
yourself up even more. Because the
yeah,
moment you're jumping from one level to another, your expectations are going to be higher, and then
yeah,
you're going to cook under pressure.
yeah. Sink or swim.
So this just
Especially in
did.
especially in the Premier League, it's all sharks around there. The fans are toxic. Everything, like, there is
Oh yeah,
sink or swim.
So
yeah.
Tech gets his 100th clean sheet for Juve today. He didn't really have to earn it much today. The defense did most of the work, but regardless, 100th clean sheet. So good for Tech. And just because I had this up for a while from Anthony, does Juve make top 5, guys? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they still do.
They
We're
can
not-
make it.
Yeah, we're not that desperate yet.
No, I don't think we're that bad. I think we tie against Roma, and then we beat Salernitana and the other relegating teams. I think it was Monza that we go up against the last 2 games.
Monza, Bologna, and Monza are the last games. Yeah,
We still have to play Roma
Roma's next week. Yeah.
next week.
Yep,
Then it's
Roma's
Bologna.
next week.
Then it's okay. Then it's the relegating teams.
Yeah, so a
Okay.
couple interesting games coming up, and that's really going to dictate a lot right there. Both of those would be 6-point games for that final position. And I mean, even if we come out with ties against those, then we maintain that gap, just like Milan maintained their gap today.
Yeah, of course. I think that's it. I mean, it's the second half of the season. I'm going to say it. It's the bare minimum. We're just going for the bare minimum. It's like the kid trying to get a C in the class, and he's trying to barely pass. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, this is the classic. Let me do a presentation on the last day of class to get a C at least to pass.
Yeah. Pretty much, or extra credit, whatever it is. Anything for extra credit, we'll take it. But yeah.
Well, on that note, I mean, this has been a good one, 3 hours.
Yep.
I think what we might do is we'll do the day after tomorrow, but I think we'll also make that a call-in after maybe about half hour or so, kind of like a classic Saturday night. I didn't know which way to flex this weekend because it was a nice midday, Saturday afternoon game. So we went a little bit longer today. I think we'll come back tomorrow night, do a call in with a day after. Of course, if you're new here, the day after is where we come back thinking about it after day, calm down a little bit, do our thing, meditate, whatever it is. I walk the dogs, as you know, I go out. It's maybe raining, maybe not. I might get a little bit wet. Doesn't matter. But that's how we do. But before we kill it completely, I don't want to just cut everyone out. But do you guys have any last comments you want to? And of course, from the chat, any last things to hit here? We'll get into all the juicy stuff tomorrow. Today is more post game. There's rumors. There's kit leaks. There's a bit to talk about.
Yep. For me, just in the words of the great American philosopher Beyoncé Knowles, just keep surviving.
Jesus Christ. The great American philosopher Beyoncé Knowles. You heard it here. Maybe the Germans are delusional about American pop culture.
I'm one of and the husband of the great American philosopher. On to the next. That's what I'm gonna say. On to the next.
I thought you were going the 99. You know what route?
Oh man. Okay. Well, that's when I become an old man. Don't know what anybody's talking about because I don't care about any of it. I did sort of get your references, but I am dumb with pop culture. I'll admit it. Like when
All right,
you're watching
guys.
Jeopardy and they do pop culture. See you later. But yeah, on that note, I guess see you later. We can't do it without the music. Where's my music? Oh my god, it's been so long. All right. And we don't have Dash to roll us out, but Jeff, Dave, everyone else in the chat, Dash, of course, for doing his popping. Thank you very much. And we will see you tomorrow evening for day after show. Take care, everyone. And see you later.